Good morning, afternoon, evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Asus World Cup 2018 semifinals losers bracket match between Germany and Brazil. My name is Happy Stick. I am joined here by Mr. Dolan. How are you doing, my wonderful man?
I'm doing pretty awesome right now. High energy, love it. Germany, Brazil, it's going down. Last spot in finals week on the line. I'm excited.
High energy, you're saying that even though we both woke up at the same time about 40 minutes ago, but let's keep that a secret.
Yeah, chat doesn't need to know.
No, they don't. Just pretend you didn't hear a single thing.
Any of it. It's nice to see the Brazilian flag not chroma keyed.
That is also a positive.
You know? Yeah. We've come a long way.
This will be an especially exciting match because, for all intents and purposes, and I mean this in the nicest way possible, Brazil wasn't supposed to be here.
No. They're kind of that one person that just showed up to the party uninvited. Everyone's looking like, oh.
Is this gonna be fun? I think so, but I don't know what to expect.
You're like, should we be worried? I don't know what to feel.
Do we ask him into the circle? What do we do?
I don't know. It's like, we don't even know what this guy likes, what he's about.
Show you guys.
But we're about to find out.
Yeah, so from the previous matches, they seem to be pretty matched, at least if they perform like they did before. Germany just got out of a match with Australia 7-4, and Brazil got out of their match with South Korea 7-4 as well, meeting up to determine who's going to be facing Japan next week.
Yep. And as we just kind of talked about, this is for the last spot in finals week. 7 teams remain in the tournament. Only one of these two will advance to next week to play the finals map pool. So it's all on the line. Go big or go home. These two teams have to bring it.
It's especially fun when there's a lot of teams where, you know, teams like the United States, obviously they're gonna make it at least to the finals. Same with the UK. But then there's a lot of teams currently like Russia, Taiwan, Germany, and Brazil especially, where you don't know how far they're gonna go.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people right now have USA, UK as the favorites to be first, second, in whatever order. But it's really going to be interesting to see the fight for that bronze medal, considering, you know, Poland's gone, eliminating group stages. It's really opened up who's going to get third place in many of these countries.
Insert crap meme.
You know,
yes.
Canada, Japan, Russia, Germany, Brazil, Taiwan. Like, realistically, any of these teams, well, not Taiwan, my bad. They did just lose to Russia.
Too soon.
Too soon. They played well, but unfortunately not them. But all these countries really have a chance of making top 3.
Oh, it seems they're already getting into it.
All right. Whoa, I wasn't ready. Goodbye, Mr. Jack. Well,
are they not? Why was there a timer?
What are we doing? GLHF. That's usually a good indicator. Well, all right.
Good luck at friends in the waiting lobby, in the waiting room.
Yeah.
Warm-ups just started with Germany's warm-up. But for whatever reason, let's try a panic button clickaroo.
Please, panic. Panic at the disco, everybody.
No, I guess we're just going to be hanging out for a little bit. That's okay. That'll give us a moment to go over the previous matches. Map pool picks for both Germany and Brazil.
Yeah, because that's something we're going to need to talk about here.
Because we are very well prepared, and we have stuff to talk about.
Exactly. We prepared extensive amounts of awesome segments for you guys 35 minutes before. After just waking up, we popped off the phone and we're like, hey, I know exactly what I'm going to say.
So to further solidify that statement, Brazil's picks in the previous match against South Korea were Pericles, Onoken, Arcanos, Felt, Theory of Inheritance, and Speed of Link. The main theme there is going to be high BPM. And Germany, on the other hand, it's funny because they didn't really have any overlapping picks. It's Swash, Shinsu, Shintoran, Rocket, Onoken, and Mischievous of Alice. None of those picks really overlap, so it'll be very interesting to see what happens.
So yeah, if all bodes well, we're gonna get a wide diversity of different maps in this match. This pool definitely offers that to both teams. They better pick Boss Rush, dude. I need my Boss Rush.
I love that song. Yeah. So Brazil banned the Fremont Konojigo Ichiban in their previous match, and Germany banned Ding. But in terms of Ding, I don't see them banning it against Brazil. If you look at the previous match, how Brazil did on Ding, it wasn't too well. I don't think they have to ban it, so we'll see what happens.
Spoiler alert, Brazil's gonna ban Ding.
I don't think they have to, though.
Yeah.
Like, you can have a strategy of, like, what you consistently just decide to ban, but...
and nobody wants to play it.
That's fair.
I mean, they could go for that. But then if, you know, Germany find themselves, or one team find themselves up, another could be Brazil, in, like, a situation where they're up by a few points and want to gamble, Ding might be a pick because it probably catch the team off guard. If you perform well enough.
And it's so interesting because I feel like Germany in this lineup at least has the better chances on Ding. But we'll see what happens.
Absolutely.
So what are the MVPs that we're looking out for?
Well, I mean, obviously, when you see on the screen, Mouse Easy, just a name that really sticks out. He delivers solid, consistent performances all the time. Mistia, though, on the Brazilian roster, really stepped up, especially in that match against Korea. It was a big part of that win for Brazil. So definitely want to watch out for those on the side of Brazil. I mean, Germany, just the seasoned roster, Dustis, Imagak, you know, just so many names here that have been
I saw in
playing
chat earlier that
years.
Imagak, apparently backwards, Kagami means mirror? Little mini tidbit, factoid. I don't know if it's true. Maybe I just said an unworldly word by accident. But
that wasn't Dutch. I don't know what you said. Oh man. Well, I don't know exactly what's going on here. You know, are we through both warm-ups? Have we played any warm-ups at all here?
I think
we
we have one
party?
more.
One more? Somebody says, hey, Brazil isn't black anymore. That's right. Correct colors. Yeah, again, as you said, this match should be very interesting considering the fact that, you know, Brazil kind of wasn't supposed to be here. So, hopefully for Brazil, that's caught Germany off guard. Maybe just a little bit. Looks like we're getting started with this this warm-up.
Yeah, just trying to figure out what's going on. Well, guess we'll be the warm-up.
Yeah.
At least viewer-wise.
I don't know how I feel about that. Oh, man.
They're playing Zatsubu Plantation. Zatsubu apparently meaning despair. If I trust my casual anime sub viewing experience.
I think so. I mean, I watched Danganronpa. That word was used quite a bit. Somebody said caster 1v1 match. Can we play catch?
Can we play one that neither of us plays?
Yeah, how about Taiko? Can we play Taiko? Please.
Okay, so just a quick overview of the matches so far this weekend. We had Hong Kong versus Taiwan, Russia versus Norway, Germany, Australia, and South Korea versus Brazil. And then the second set of losers bracket matches is coming to an end with Germany versus Brazil. Actually, no. Yes, correct.
No,
the second set of losers bracket match coming to an end to determine who's going to be facing Japan next week.
Yeah, that's going to be a tough match for either of these teams, really. Japan played absolutely fantastic against the United States, taking 2 points off, contesting a few maps. They're playing well, so that's not going to be an easy match for the winner of this one. And then at the top of the bracket, still to come, the final winners bracket encounter in the semifinals between Great Britain and Canada. I don't know why we switched the letters up mid-tournament, but okay.
I like how the USA has 8 points.
Yeah, I was about to say, why does the USA have 8 points?
Let's, okay, there we go.
Oh, there we go.
They were so dominant.
They sunk a 3-pointer at the end there. Just absolutely nailed it. So after this match, we'll have United Kingdom against Canada. I told Azer that if they beat the UK, I have to drink a flask of maple syrup on stream.
That seems appropriate. Honestly.
Yeah, I like that Overwatch cast.
Make a maple leaf syrup burrito.
Oh, that just sounds delicious.
Very crunchy. UK Canada will be interesting.
Yeah, no,
I say interesting in the sense that I love Azer and everyone involved in anything Canadian with regards to Osu. But it's quite the giant they're up against.
Yeah, they're tasked with a monster challenge. It's not going to be easy.
Help was already, but quite okay tier.
Oh man. Yeah, at this point, if this keeps up, if Azer wins them, my Twitch streams might just be an eating challenge channel at this point. It's not looking good, but can't wait for that match. Should be absolutely fantastic. But first, we've got Germany versus Brazil. Please bear with us. Just a few unexpected difficulties. We're working through them. Seeing some rolls coming in here. All right. And Germany is going to ban Ding actually right here after the rolls. So Brazil winning the roll. Germany choosing to ban Ding. We'll see what Brazil's ban is. So unfortunately we couldn't give you guys the warm-ups. We had some issues, but hopefully we'll be able to dive into the match head first when it starts. But Ding getting the ban from Germany. We're waiting for the ban from Brazil. I mean, they could really go anywhere with this. I mean, as Happy Stick alluded to earlier, their last ban in the previous match was the free mod Kanojo ga Ichiban Shoujo Nanoka. So we might see that again, might see something different. Don't know what tactics Brazil are planning on bringing to the table. They seem to be taking some time here in deciding their ban. But no, they will go with it. They will go with Kanojo ga Ichiban Shoujo Nanoka, the free mod. So that is the ban. So our ban's the same things that the teams banned in their previous matches. Ding from Germany. And Kanojo from Brazil. The first pick, this I believe is the no mod. So Brazil coming in with the first pick of the match. So Brazil, I believe this is from the Nomad pool, if I'm not mistaken. So, I believe this is Nomad. So Brazil going with something kind of simple, a little lengthy, but hopefully hitting the ground running. But trying to start off with an easy point. Oh, my bad. Oh, I've been bamboozled. This is absolute castaway. I thought it was their pick because the song started. Okay, so they haven't picked yet. I don't know why I didn't just look at the chat in game. My bad. Oh, Absolute Castaway is in the pool. Oh, but they haven't picked anything. It's just sitting on Absolute Castaway. I've been bamboozled. I've been fooled. Oh. Man, I was not ready for this. Just was not ready. Oh, but there's the pick. They are going with Nomad after all. Nekomata Master from Brazil. Happy Stick is currently dealing with a few technical issues on his end. So I'm holding it down for him. He'll be back. Don't you worry. Here it is, Nekomata Master. From Brazil. Starting it off with some Nomad. Trying to ease into this. We will see. If Brazil can hit the ground running here, it's very important in big matches to not get too far behind early, but we see Mouse Easy, My Angel Sim, Sicko, Mistia from Brazil. Hollow Watcher, Nali, Dustis, Okinamo, for Germany. GL's in the chat. That means we're about to get started. Guys, show your support for your teams. Give your teams your energy. Show them your love in the chat. Let me see the Deutschland and the Brazil chants. I need to see it. Well, here we go. Round one, Germany versus Brazil. Last spot in finals week is on the line. And here we go. Again, not too long of a map here. No misses as of yet. Just an act lead for Germany, but Mouse Easy will drop, and that is very uncanny of him. Germany gonna open things up here. Capitalize off that miss from Mouse Easy. Hollow Watcher gonna follow it up, but Mistia will trade it right back. Again, Hollow Watcher, Okinamo, Dustis, the only big combo left for Germany. Nearing the end of the map, but he's dropped as well. I'm cursing everybody. Nobody's safe. High combo is Sicko. But I don't think there's enough time for Brazil to run this back. They've just been unable to maintain consistency. Trying their best, they are. But alas, to no avail. Germany point, 1-0. Strong start for Germany. Canali, Dustis, and Okinamo playing absolutely superbly. Canali with the S along with Hollow Watcher. 98% accuracy for Canali. Great job. Now Germany have a chance to start with a 2-0 lead here if they can capitalize with a win on their pick. We do apologize, the scoreboard is has not updated, but it's 1-0 Germany. So, bear with us. He's back.
Hello, hello. I have
By the way,
returned.
yeah, just waiting on that scoreboard to update. It didn't update after the match, but it's 1-0 Germany. Yeah, I was like, We're trying, okay. We're trying.
Don't even worry about it.
I just hard curse.
I was just getting some extra frames from the back.
We seem to be out of them. I'm telling you, I think I have some of the best commentator cursing of all time. Like, it's just like it just flawlessly, like mouse easy,
blood.
boom, Dustus, boom, nobody's safe. Like, it just happens.
Mm-hmm.
Did you know that Juan Crystal called me his cursing prodigy?
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so that must mean something.
Are you going to Cursing University?
Basically.
Cursing University sounds like a university name that could be real.
Could be. We'll have to Google it. But anyway, round 2 here. Mischievous of Alice, the Fremont pick from Germany. You see quad hidden.
Ooh, I like how the entirety of the bottom row is hidden and all the top is no mod.
What's funny in the US-Japan match, it was the all top row when they played this match. It was all hidden.
Yeah, I remember. It's funny how that works.
Switching it up here.
No way they coordinated it.
Thinking. Jeremy's starting with slightly better act here.
Yeah, this map is
But
incredibly awkward in terms of the linearity of a lot of the patterns. It takes a lot of snapping, and especially when you're very nervous, at least for me, snapping is not something comfortable to be doing.
Yeah, Dust is finding an early miss, but Akanehime from Brazil going to offset that, and Germany actually will have that combo advantage. Mouse easy dropping as well. That's
going to be 2 FCs versus 3 remaining on the
multiple
German side.
drops from Mouse easy. He's constantly missing. Angel Sim is down. It's only Mistia for Brazil.
That is going to allow Germany to run away very early, only a quarter in, and the score is going to keep increasing.
Yeah, Brazil are going to need to see some misses here from these 3 German players FCing. Okanamo, Imagak, and Hello Watcher holding it down for the Germans.
Ooh, Germany is not letting go.
Look at those acts from Hello Watcher and Imagak. Identical acts. And they are good.
Are we sure? Previously, in World Cup situations, generally when this happened, we were accidentally looking at the same player on 2 screens. That is not the case here.
Yeah, this
I'm
is
99% sure. Don't quote me on that. Oh, there we go.
Watcher, he's
confirmation.
Down. Akanehime still struggles though. But Hello Watcher finding multiple misses here. Imagak and Okinama though, holding it down. And Brazil are going to need more help here. 2/3 of the way through. Almost.
Yeah, they are rebuilding their combos, but Germany is just running away with that lead consistently.
Yeah, it's Imagak and Okinamo.
Germany peeked open the door just a little bit, but Brazil did not go in.
Brazil couldn't quite get their foot in that door. But either way, they're going to need either Imagak or Okinamo to drop. And there it is! There it is! I told you! It's only Imagak now for Germany. I told you. Angel Sim is down as well.
At this point, pretty much.
Imagak is down! There he goes. Mistia has the high combo. But none of his teammates are really there to follow it up. Combos are almost even, and it's not going to be enough with the time left. Brazil need an implosion from the Germans at this point.
They need a fail on the German side.
Will we see it?
Okinamo close in terms of base triple, but it's not enough.
Don't do that. Stop that, Okinamo. No. Bad.
Germany starting out with a solid 2-0 lead in their lose bracket semifinals match against Brazil.
How about Mistia? Look at that combo.
That is crazy.
That's just insane. Unfortunate that His teammates really were not able to back him up there, but
especially when you are holding that full combo, once you hit that 2/3 mark and you know that your team is not performing as well, it just mounts the pressure even more. Honestly, having the only FC in a team is even more impressive than having an FC in and of itself.
yeah. No, I'm not calling him Kagami. No, it's Imagak. Too bad for you. I'm now going to do it just to spite that one person in chat. He's ruined it for everyone.
The man himself says it's okay to say Kigami. Just because it's
okay to. It's okay. But when I'm thinking fast and talking a lot and I see him miss a look at the name, I don't read it backwards.
Read that first.
I don't read it backwards, so unless you have some flipperoo magic.
And then you get into this weird mindset where, oh, God, I was going to say someone else's name reversed, but I need the name in front of me, and then it switched to the Mappel. So there went that idea.
Yeah, that's gone.
Let's see. Brazil, again, stuck to a bit of the outer rims in their previous match against Korea. Paraclete, Onoken, Arcanus felt Theory of Inheritance and Speed of Link. The issue against Germany is that with players like Dustis, your speed picks don't have nearly as much value.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
So even if you want to go for a stream pick like Paraclete or a speed pick like Speed of Link, it's not as much of an advantage. So, as I think you can tell by how long they're taking the pick. Ooh,
yeah, Rocket. Okay, I'm a fan.
It is a banger.
Yeah.
Now, this is a map that Germany actually picked in their previous matchup. So
yeah,
we will see what happens. But again, if you're Brazil and you are at that party that you weren't expected at, you just kind of roll with it, and you just have to make those difficult picks.
I mean, why not just go all out? Walk in, pick the maps they picked, you know? Show them you're not scared.
Exactly. That's how you blend in. Pretend you know what you're doing.
Yeah, pretend you know what you're doing. That's right. That's right. Confidence is key.
Yep.
It's key. Wouldn't it be something if this match ended 7-1?
No, well, 7-2.
No, but the meme.
What is the 7-1 meme?
Germany 7-1 over Brazil. FIFA World Cup. Don't tell me you don't know that meme.
Wait, when was that? Years ago, right?
It was like 2014.
Right. No, I remember. Okay.
Yeah, we have Germany, Brazil here.
That far.
Yeah, the whole chat's been saying 7-1 constantly. I was like, oh yeah, that would be really funny, wouldn't it?
I get you. No, I'm up to date. Don't even worry about it.
There we go. We got him. Had to wake up a little bit. He's been off that caffeine for a while, so just a little loading circle.
It's a slow world.
It's a slow world. Well, here we go. Round 3. Brazil trying to get on the board here with their second pick from the hidden pool, Rocket.
Yeah, they're really getting into the territory where this is going to be the crucial point. If they don't get this point, it's going to be Germany's pick next, which puts them at risk of a 4-0.
Yeah, you cannot allow a team to go up 4-0.
It's just essential momentum-wise.
Yeah. This is big for Brazil here.
This map is so tricky, though, especially when you're nervous. You start cutting corners, and cutting corners on maps like right away.
Those are two big drops from Brazil. Luckily for them, it was really early, so they will have a chance to get back in here, but still, the fact that we're really going to hinder Brazil here. And the score gap is already widening. Angel Sim is down as well now. Akanehime's down. No full combos remaining. Germany
and
quad
we are
FC.
seeing 4 FCs from the German side and an SS from Okinawa so far.
This is insane.
What the hell?
Not looking good for Brazil.
Honestly, so impressive.
And there goes the SS. You cursed it.
Well, I was about to say,
it was a good try.
This is a top tier performance from Germany.
Yeah. Yeah, well, let's remind people, Germany came into this tournament ranked number 4, so they are there for a reason.
Exactly.
And Brazil is continuing to struggle here. They can't seem to find the combo. Mouse easy as well.
These patterns are so Watcher will drop. But these patterns are just so...
Dolly. Okinawa Justice, they're all down! They're all down! But Brazil's got no combo to follow it up with.
Yeah, that is so unfortunate. Germany gave them an opening, but again, just like previously, Brazil's not going to be able to use that opening.
Yeah, unfortunately,
time or the combos.
They could not build combo. Had they built combo early on, they definitely could have contested that point there at the end. Quad miss definitely opens the door wide. But it's going to be 3-0 Germany. They have the pick next.
Cannot feel good. Brazil's at a risk of starting out, not even starting out, being halfway through at a 4-0.
Yeah, that's not where you want to be. Brazil need to try to break this next point from Germany. It's absolutely crucial. Question is, where are they going to go?
I'm putting my hopes on a boss rush pick, especially because it's also...
Hey, you got it!
Did
yes!
I?
Yes!
I was going to say, because it is fairly similar in the difficulty that you find with Rocket. Those weird, odd patterns that you have such an easy time slider breaking on. Boss rush has a lot of similarity. So this is a very solid pick from Germany. If Brazil was struggling on Rocket as hard as they were, then they will likely be struggling just as hard on Boss Rush.
Yeah, it's a pretty tough one. Luckily for them, though, it's no mod, not hidden. So that might help, but they were struggling quite a bit, and I know the timing of some of those notes in Rocket are just so tricky, especially with hidden. Mistiming a single one of those can result in just a catastrophic break. We see Rising coming in for Germany.
Watcher Rising Dust is Imagak versus Mouse Easy, My Name's Sim Sicko, and Yuzino is what the lineup will end up being.
Yep. Oh, by the way, their bans were the same as they banned before.
Yeah, I saw, which is very interesting to me. Yeah. I would have expected, if they had looked at each other's previous matches, to potentially go with different ones. But then again, I am washed up. I am wearing I don't know if you know the brand Filthy Casual. I'm wearing a shirt.
Oh yeah,
Filthy Casual. So potentially I'm missing some 4D chess, but
potentially.
Let's see.
In the meantime, we can enjoy this absolute banger of a song. And it's a very important point for Brazil.
AR 9.6, very comfortable for both teams. Not too fast, not too slow for pretty much anyone. He's 4.2, also extremely comfortable. It is really going to come down to those weird slider patterns, kick sliders.
Yeah. And again, only 2 minutes in length. Not going to be a lot of time to come back if you get down early like Brazil doing. So,
and especially on V2. On score V1, you have a lot of safety in the sliders in the sense that you can kind of recover on them. Score V2...
Rising!
Mouse Easy. But Mouse Easy trades right away.
So, even Steven at the moment. Germany actually with the accolade.
Mouse Easy dropping again, putting Germany slightly ahead.
Yuzino is down.
Germany getting... Oh! Okay, this is literally a mirror match up until now.
It's
Even
close.
though Germany's ahead, it's still close. Yuzino, however...
These boys are trading misses more than I traded Yu-Gi-Oh cards in 2nd grade. Watcher! Will it be traded back?
Drop.
Is the question. If not, Brazil have a fighting chance.
Back towards Brazil. Halfway through, if they hold on for the
question, though.
Power Watcher with another drop.
Angel Sim, use it. No.
Sicko with the craziest safe I've ever seen. I don't know if anyone saw that.
I did.
Yuzino, unfortunately, though.
Yeah. Combo advantage it's still very even. If Germany's show misses here, there is a chance for Brazil to come back. But it's Kagami for you, chat. Finding a miss.
Yeah, Germany with the solid lead at this point.
Oh yeah, it's
Sicko, even after the craziest save that I've ever seen, it's probably going to be the only FC in addition to Dustis.
Yep. Looks like Germany, though, just edging out Brazil.
Yep.
Just a little more consistent. It's about
FC on each side.
240K.
Sicko with the amount of slider ends dropped versus Dustis, and Dustis already dropped a couple. I don't know what the max combo is, but holy. I'm going to watch back the VOD and look at Sicko's. It was like halfway through. He misread, I think, and his cursor just went everywhere, but somehow he didn't miss or break.
That's amazing. Yeah. I saved it. I was like, oh.
Yeah, it was like, it instinctually is like, oh, he missed. Wait, no. He did.
Wait.
What?
Okay.
Words.
Saved
right,
it.
Brazil.
Dude, this is it. This is the last chance for Brazil to really try to contest this match, really. They're down 4-0. It can't keep continuing its way.
Picks. Germany shied away from Hard Rock.
Which is...
Yeah, Pericles sounds like a reasonable choice. Even though Germany has such good stream players, it's probably going to be Brazil's best bet. Potentially, if they would have felt comfortable enough on any of the Hard Rock picks. But that's a little bit more RNG. Pericles, I feel is a good choice in this scenario.
Well, it's what they've gone with, and they're going to have to stick with it. So hopefully for Brazil, it is the best choice.
Asking for chat strength. Turn into that 4-1.
Hey, that's right. Let me see those Vi Brazils in chat. Brazil need energy right now. I can't believe that save though. That was crazy.
Yeah, I'm absolutely gonna watch that back.
I mean, I guess you could say it was a sick save. I'll just leave. I'll just
go restart your modem.
Start my modem. Sicko asking for it. Chat, give us your strength.
Remember 2014. What happened in 2014? I must have been there. I played that year.
But wait, it was in the FIFA World Cup.
Oh.
It was in the semifinals.
I did it again. Am I that aloof?
Oh my god. Oh, he doesn't know about the actual meme. Exposed. No, in the FIFA World Cup 2014 semifinals, these two countries played and Germany won 7-1 in Brazil. The World Cup was in Brazil. So that's where the meme comes from.
Yeah, the AWC is currently being played in Brazil as well.
Yeah.
It's repeating of history.
Yeah, totally. We're in Rio right now.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
We're actually sitting right next.
Yeah, so we didn't get up early at all.
Yeah. What are you talking about?
Yeah, it's about 2 p.m. over in Brazil. Is it 2 p.m. in Rio? I don't know.
Siri. Alexa. Somebody.
So good. Yuzino with the early miss, but the early misses are not going to be the ones that matter in this matchup. What did Siri say? What's the verdict?
No, my Alexa turned on.
Oh.
My bad, chat. I forgot I had it on.
Both of these teams have such solid stream players.
They really do. Yusuno the only miss
really
right now.
come down.
I mean, look at Sick. Look at these guys. Look at all these double S's. There's
okay, Namo, but Sicko is well rating. Again,
Ombre's down. Yusuno's down.
Why do I keep saying Justice instead of Germany?
Justice is Germany. Oh my, but it's only Justice and Rising. Oh, Mystia didn't miss though. That was client lag. He still has the full combo. So Brazil not out of this just yet. It's not looking in their favor, but
Justice with CFC 96.5, Rising with 99.2.
There were 5 SSs at one point when I looked across that client. 5 people had SS.
Luckily for Brazil, they're building college. Mystia, the one and only that they had breaks.
Oh,
Mystia, no.
And Ombre and Okinamo recovering beautifully for the Germans.
Holding on.
And Justice holds on. Yusuno continuing to struggle. Sicko. Rising finds a miss, but
Brazil knocking on Germany's door 3 in the morning. Justice showing up at the front door with a baseball bat, not letting them in at all.
Is that just a common scenario you depict?
But at this point, a common scenario for my household, yes.
Yes, okay. Big stream time.
Ooh.
Nailed it. That's 5-0.
5-0.
5-0.
Oh, man.
Justice bringing the baseball bat.
Right.
Hitting, Justice came ready to hit some dingers.
Yep.
Oh my goodness. You gotta love it. I can't believe, just like going back, I'm gonna go back and watch that because like I swear 5 or 6 players had SSs. Daisuke!
Ooh.
Oh, it's about to get
that'll be something
tricky up in here.
Banning ding, but going with something that is, well, I guess it's very different reading. What was Toy's score on this in the USA match? Was it 200?
He had a 1-100.
100?
It was ridiculous.
Oh, that is so
Justice wanting to SS and one up Toy.
To be fair, on some of these matches, Germany has certainly put up a performance equal to the United States performance.
Yeah, honestly, they've played very well on some of these maps. We can't win, but we can't lose.
Stuck in purgatory, forever doomed to be playing in a multi-match, regardless of score.
Now that is a cruel fate.
We're gonna keep playing until the stars for both teams touch each other.
Oh, okay. Then we're just all gonna shake hands at the end, you know?
Yes.
And hug.
There's a dance with this?
There is a dance with this, actually.
Oh boy. There's so many things I have to look up after stream.
I know.
Stream, unfortunately, does not have video on.
All right, so please enable video. Angelson says. Oh my goodness.
Can't do that mid-match.
Okay, everybody, let's just make a watch together link. Put it in chat. All right. And as the match is going on, simultaneously we'll play the video.
It's just like the real thing.
Yeah.
Promise.
That way you can experience it. Gotta love this song. Well, GL's in the chat. Gonna be getting underway here shortly. And Brazil.
Let's see. This is do or die.
Yeah, Brazil have to stop the snowball.
That is a big snowball.
And then, yeah, it gets bigger and harder to stop.
Yep.
The farther you let it grow. Well, here we go.
AR 8.5.
This is not easy for everyone to play. But here we go. We're seeing it. Daisuke.
Even the background is scared. Mistia and
Akane
wasn't really
Hollow
missed.
Watcher. Mist is coming in everywhere. Rising. Angel Sim. Mistia. He's down.
We have
Mistia
one FC versus 2 FCs.
Okinawa.
Just kidding. Just
Angel
the
Sim.
one FC.
Akane. I feel like commentary's just going to be calling out misses. That's how many misses we're going to see. They're screaming names. Mistia's down. Oh, Lord.
Germany for now is the better of it. As long as Mouse Easy can hold on, they have a fighting chance.
Oh, incoming caster curse.
As long as Dustus can hold on.
If Dustus can do it.
Dustus
No, he's
will
immune.
never break
I think
on
he's
a
immune.
map like this.
But it's not even Dustus at this point. Look at all the German teams. Their
you're right.
combos are really good. It's just Mistia and Akane just a
To be
little
fair,
bit lower.
Brazil is also rebuilding their combos on that free combo section.
they've done it
Let's
quite
see how
nicely.
people do here. Mouse Easy is going to be one Dustus.
Angel Sim, Akanehime's down. Okinamo's down. Mistia's down. Germany just getting the better combos here. Holding on. Oh, the sliders, man. It's Rising Hollow Watcher. Standing tall. Getting their team through it.
Yep.
Brazil's struggling.
That is some huge combos for Germany, and that is going to just solidify their win here. Brazil knocked at the door asking for some Halloween candy and just got absolutely blasted in the face by Germany.
They said
That is
trick
a
or
huge
treat,
lead.
and
Or
Germany
die.
responded with trick.
And it was a trick worth 1.3 million points of a lead.
Man, that is brutal. That is brutal. And now it comes down to their last pick. Brazil, backs against the wall, have to reverse sweep it or it's over. What can Brazil do here?
I think they should go with a Harrock pick. Honestly, at this point,
Yeah.
your speed, you lost. Your technical picks, you lost. You're gonna go with Arcanos, for example.
Oh,
And
man.
just see what happens.
Yeah, there's many great
Do or
hardware
die.
maps. Any of them, like, at this point, honestly.
Anything that's not speed or tech. Now, if they do get a point, what do you do next one? Germany, has so many of these.
Well, I
features
mean, the
back,
meme
but
will be real.
Let's for now. That is true.
Yeah,
At this point, we're just hoping for the reality of the meme.
like
That way, I can
I
say
don't-
that
but,
I've
like,
been there.
as a Brazil player, though, it's like, would I rather get 7-0'd or 7-1 by Germany? Like, that's so difficult. Not like this. Germany, my bad. Brazil have a pick. Man, what am I doing with my life?
At least you're not saying Mouse Easy instead of Brazil.
But I am saying Imagak instead of Kagami.
Belt
Story. They're going DT.
Interesting. Okay.
I mean,
Going
I
on
like
the
it
main.
because it's something different,
Yeah,
DT
fair.
has not been tested.
Let's see.
I mean,
Neither
honestly,
of the teams. Actually, Brazil picked Felt Story in their matchup against South Korea. I don't know how they did, but at least it means they're comfortable on it.
yeah, they were comfortable enough to pick it then. So,
It must just mean they're so uncomfortable in Hot Rock.
Yeah, they're
They'd
seriously avoiding.
Play DT.
So we'll see how these teams fare on double time. But for Brazil, it is do or die. Their tournament lives on the line here.
I have really felt Brazil's story throughout this OWC. I will show myself out.
Man, that got dark.
I'm back. What I miss?
Well, nothing.
just joshing you. I never left.
He lied to me.
I'm sorry.
So
Your
hurt.
dad's a role model for me.
But that my dad. Okay. Why are you trying to roast me, man? Goodness, that was dark, man. On stream,
I'm sorry,
nobody's
sipping
safe.
my water.
Goodness. I'll just go hug my affectionate dad who loves me very much.
Let's see.
All right, match at hand. More important things, Remco. All right. That was really good. I was not expecting that. You got me good.
Air 10.3 to close out potentially this matchup.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, we know Dust is going to be super comfortable. The rest of his team, I'm not too familiar with. So we'll see. Honestly, I don't know.
I don't know. Me neither, really. But it's a slight accolade for Germany, and Brazil holding on quite well. And that's good to see this early on. They've struggled, really, in every map so far. Holding their own here. And now if Germany show the misses that they've been showing.
Too hard. Halfway through Gateway FC.
It's pretty impressive stuff. Yeah, we're almost at the halfway mark here.
They know they have to show up for potentially
And
the
they
last
know it.
map.
And it's a 10K, 15K point advantage for Germany.
Yeah.
That is nothing.
That is nothing
And
at all.
now the pressure
One
is
slip
really
up.
going to mount on all these players.
It totally is. 10.3. Ooh. One moment of doubt.
This map is kind of lengthy for DT. 240.
Oh, Sicko! It's going to be the one to break!
Will we see one from Germany, though?
We need it soon.
They need it soon. Maltese is down, and that could be
They're
it.
not German.
Oh.
Wrong country, my man. Okay, now it's going to break. But they need more than that.
They need more, and they need it now. They need it now. They need it ASAP from Rising, Blue Sky, or Dustus. But Misty is down as well, and that might be it. They need a complete implosion from the Germans now, or their tournament lives are over, finished, done.
Made it to top 8. Fighting to their last breaths and a chance of making it into that top 6.
But alas, to no avail. It will not come true
It will
for
not
Brazil.
be.
It was
Brazil
not meant
says
to
no to
be.
memes. Germany says yes.
Blue Sky with a miss, though. Dustus and Rising, crazy performances here.
Yep.
Angel Sim as well, coming through the FC for his country in their last map of this year's OS World Cup. It was a good showing from Brazil this year. Yeah, but the 7-0 is the final. Brazil being sent home. And we now have our 6 countries moving on to finals week.
Congratulations, Germany.
Well done. Well done indeed. They were the more consistent team all the way to the end, and that will give them a spot in finals week. They move on to play Japan next week.
Yep.
As we now have 1 match remaining here in the winners bracket, but our top 6 are confirmed. Great Britain, Canada, Japan, United States, Russia, and Germany. Your top 6 this year.
What a crazy good performance by Germany. Honestly, you know, as a caster, in a way, sometimes you run into matches where you're like, oh, we just kind of have to try and make this exciting. And say that everyone has a shot at the start of the match. But with regards to Germany and Brazil, with how kind of a
kind of weird
solid performance for Brazil was like, we don't know.
The thing
it's hard to say.
It's hard to predict because when you look at the 3 performances from Brazil in this winners bracket, 6-0 versus UK. I mean, I know that's the UK, but still not a single point on the board in the quarterfinals map pool. Then they just beat Korea 7-4 out of nowhere. So I mean,
their performance against Hong Kong in the round of 16, 6-3 also.
So they have their moments, and they can be very unpredictable at times.
Yep.
So it was kind of a weird situation, something we weren't expecting, and they were just there. So it's what's going to happen now? We really didn't know.
Good run for Brazil. Much respect.
Top 8.
So that puts Japan versus fighting match as well.
Yeah.
Bar your memes, please.
That is going to be a super good match. Both those teams have been playing super good. It's actually a rematch because if you recall, these two teams played round of 16 and Japan took the victory 6-3. So Germany's looking for a little payback, a little revenge.
Yep. But the beauty of being later in the tournament is that you have much more specialized picks, and especially for a team like Germany, that will be really nice. And let's play devil's advocate here for a second. Let's say the UK takes the next match against Canada, and Canada ends up against Russia. That would also be an extremely interesting match.
Yeah, either one of those two teams facing Russia would be just an extremely good match to watch. And in all honesty, if Canada lose, it's another rematch of the round of 16. That's insane. 2 round of 16 rematches potentially if Canada loses versus the UK.
Let me look. Wait, Canada versus the UK. Yep.
Yeah, Canada played Russia in the round of 16. They won that 6-3.
And also 6-3, just like Japan and Germany.
Yeah.
It is
coincidence?
So honestly, it's been so good. There is barely any sweeps.
I've noticed none in the round of 16, actually, in general. And most of them coming from the US.
Which, honestly, really happy to see.
That match we just witnessed was only the 4th sweep of the knockout stages. 2 of them were the USA matches, then UK over Brazil, and then Brazil-Germany.
Yep, and we have the UK versus Canada coming up in about an hour. Now, to be honest, an hour is a little bit too long to put on a music break, so we're going to be ending stream for a little bit. We'll be back.
An hour. I have not had breakfast and I'm starving.
I was about to say I'm down, but then I realized I also didn't have breakfast. So thank you for the reminder.
Yeah. Don't forget to eat, kids.
Comma, kids.
Oh yeah, grammar. Don't forget to grammar. And eat. Don't eat grammar. Guys, don't grammar the eat.
So much, Dolan. Honestly, I want to shout you out really quick. Thank you so much for. I don't. If you guys don't have context for Dolan, he was a catch caster, and he was honestly, by miles, the most hype caster. And thank in a good way for OWC and
it's an honor to be here. You know, I was shocked to get called up to here, but I'm just glad to be here. And honestly, I just love to cast and I have a lot of fun with it. So I'm glad you guys enjoy it.
Yeah, no, you definitely deserve it. So thank you to viewers for sitting through sitting through. That sounds like a chore. For joining us for Germany versus Brazil for the past hour. It was. Any last words before having breakfast? Not before you are.
Any last?
Any closing
my door.
With a baseball bat.
No. Well, I don't know how to follow that statement. Yes. Don't forget to grammar, kids. Don't forget to eat, comma, kids. Very important.
More comma, kids.
Don't forget the comma.
Kids. Guys, thank you so much for joining us. We will be back in an hour. My name is Happy Stick, joined by Dolan.
Thanks for watching.
wake up with that confidence, till I woke up with you right by my side. I didn't think that you would show up like you did, and you turned my life upside down. Oh, your love has got me high, never wanna say goodbye. It's like my world's on fire, like my world's on fire. This is where we're meant to be, singing to this melody. Oh, this melody. So sing, 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 sing. So sing, 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 sing. Oh, your love is in my heart, blow my mind next to you. I feel fine. Oh, your love got me high. Hey, I don't wanna lose you now, lose this dream, making this melody. Could you stay with me forever? 'Cause I love everything about you, and I will follow you wherever. I can promise that I will always be true. Oh, your love has got me high, never wanna say goodbye. It's like my world's on fire, like my world's on fire. This is where we're meant to be, singing to this melody. Oh, this melody. I told you I'm not yours anymore. No, I'm not yours. So why you trying to hold on when I'm not there for you? Wanna take a different lane, wanna play my own game, and I don't need you here. So won't you let me go? Wanna take this ball and chain that you have put on me and throw it out the window. I think that you should let go, cause you know this is not meant to be. Let go. Maybe I should have known that you are not the right one for me. Let go. I should have known, I should have known you are not right for me. So let go, so let me go, so let me go. You are not right for me, so let go, go. Let me go, go, let me go, go. Let me go, let me go, let me go, go. Let me go, go, let me go, go, go. Let me go, go, go. Don't call me, I don't wanna talk to you. I'm better off not talking to you. But why you trying to hold on, to hold on, to hold on? Wanna take a different lane, wanna play my own game, and I don't need you here, so won't you let me go? Wanna take this ball and chain that you have put on me and throw it out the window. I think that you should let go, cause you know this is not meant to be. Let go. Maybe I should have known that you are not the right one for me. Let go. I should have known, I should have known you are not right for me. So let go, so let me go, so let me go. You are not right for me, so let go. Let me go, go, let me go, go. Let me go, let me go, let me go, go. Let me go, go, let me go, go, go. Let me go, go, go. I told you I'm not yours. So why are you trying to hold on? I think that you should let go, cause you know this is not meant to be. Let go. Maybe I should have known that you are not the right one for me. Let go. I think that you should let go, cause you know this is not meant to be. Let go. Maybe I should have known that you are not the right one for me. You are not right for me, so let go. I wanna hear you say that you really want me. That you really want me. Some kind of magic, you came into my life, and with that bedhead, you give me falling twice. Yeah, you're an angel, and always on my mind. I wanna love you like I do on my own. Yeah, this is what it's about. If you wanna see some crazy and also lazy, then you should meet me and my friends. Even though we got no money, for sure it's all funny. Yeah, everything's better with them. We're just like ooh, ooh, ooh. We don't worry about tomorrow. We just ooh, ooh, ooh. What we wanna do tonight. Waking up at sundown, the world's our playground, and we don't even have to pretend. Every time we're together, it doesn't get better, and every day's like a weekend. We're just like ooh, ooh, ooh. We don't worry about tomorrow. We just ooh, ooh, ooh. What we wanna do tonight. So don't tell me how to act or how I should be. All we wanted is to be free. We don't wanna be like you. Oh, 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 oh. You see, we just act a little crazy, and we're following the heartbeats. We don't wanna be like you. Oh, 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 oh. Got the boombox blasting and we're just laughing. The neighbors try to shut us down, but you know they can blame us for acting shameless. Now we just like to have some fun. We're just like ooh, ooh, ooh. We don't worry about tomorrow. We just ooh, ooh, ooh. What we wanna do tonight before we all grow old. So don't tell me how to act or how I should be. All we wanted is to be free. We don't wanna be like you. Oh, 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 oh. You see, we just act a little crazy, and we're following the heartbeats. We don't wanna be like you. Oh, 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 oh. Don't wanna be like you. Don't wanna act like you. Oh, 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 oh. Don't wanna be like you. Don't wanna act like you. I know that I'm just wasting time, but I don't wanna let it go. I don't wanna let it go. And I know that I might not be fine, but I will never let it go. No, I will never let it go. So don't tell me how to act or how I should be. How I should. All we wanted is to be free. We don't wanna be like you. Oh, 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 oh. You see, we just act a little crazy, and we're following the heartbeats. We don't wanna be like you. Oh, oh, oh. Don't wanna be like you. Don't wanna be like you. Don't wanna act like you. Oh, oh, oh. Don't wanna be like you. Don't wanna be like you. Don't wanna act like you. Oh, oh, oh. Don't wanna be like you. I don't want your persona. I just wanna be real with you tonight. Can I have you alone now? I just wanna reveal what's on my mind. You tell me that you're used to no feelings, but I'm gonna change it. Yeah, you'll be awakened. 'Cause when my love starts working on you, it'll take your breath away like never before. And as soon as I go na 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 na, it'll make you feel that good love working on you, on you. You got a bad reputation. People tell me your heart is cold as ice, but I think you're amazing. I will show you the art of paradise. You tell me that you're used to no dreaming, but I'm gonna change it. Yeah, I'll take you straight to Wonderland. 'Cause when my love starts working on you, it'll take your breath away like never before. And as soon as I go na 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 na, it'll make you feel that good love working on you, on you, on you, on you, on you. You're leaving me out in the rain when I try to reach you. I know it's hard to break through the chains, but I'm gonna teach you. I'm gonna reach you. 'Cause when my keeps talking about everything that he likes, and I can't stop listening. I'm thinking about him all the time. I'm thinking about him all the time. I'm thinking about him all the time, all the time. And my heart's beating fast when he's looking like that, or his smile is killing me. It's the way that he moves and the way that he laughs, so I can't get enough. I'm thinking about him all the time. I can't get him off my mind. Oh, I want him to be mine, to be mine. My heart is saying yeah, 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 yeah. You know I want him now, 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 now. My heart is saying yeah, 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 yeah. I told him I can be a fighter if you want. I'll be there to catch you if you fall. I can make it brighter when it starts, when it starts. I told him I would do it all for you, and I know you do it for me too. I can be a fighter if you want, if you want. I can be a fighter. I can be a fighter if you want. I can be a fighter if you want. All the way that I feel, yeah, I know that it's real, 'cause I can get him out of my head. I don't care what we do, everything's really new, even if we stay in bed. My heart is saying yeah, 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 yeah. You know I want him now, 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 now. My heart is saying yeah, 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 yeah. I told him I can be a fighter if you want. I'll be there to catch you if you fall. I can make it brighter when it starts, when it starts. I told him I would do it all for you, and I know you do it for me too. I can be a fighter if you want, if you want. I can be a fighter. I can be a fighter if you want. I can be a fighter if you want. I can be a fighter. I can be a fighter if you want. I can be a fighter if you want. Heart is saying yeah, 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 yeah. I wanna now, 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 now. Yeah, 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 yeah. I told him I can be a fighter if you want. I'll be there to catch you if you fall. I can make it brighter when it starts, when it starts. I told him I would do it all for you, and I know you do it for me too. I can be a fighter if you want, if you want. I can be a fighter. I can be a fighter if you want. I can be a fighter if you want. I can be a fighter. I can be a fighter if you want. I can be a fighter if you want.
I've been feeling so small. Watch the clock ticking off the wall. But tonight I'm letting it go. Spend my coin for sure. I'm gonna be myself, or I could be someone else. No one's stopping me now. I'm gonna skip my breaks. I'm gonna make mistakes. I just wanna feel alive. It's just what I do when I'm out, so try not to hold me down. Feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at those beautiful stars. I wanna drive a faster car. Nothing can break me. No, no, nothing can break me. Try not to hold me down. Feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at those beautiful stars. I wanna take a trip to Mars. Nothing can break me. No, no, nothing can break me. Drive a faster car. Lay my troubles to rest. Blow the smoke through my cigarette. City lights looking fine, and I know this is my time now. I'm gonna be myself, or I could be someone else. No one's stopping me now. I'm gonna skip my breaks. I'm gonna make mistakes. I just wanna feel alive. It's just what I do when I'm out, so try not to hold me down. Feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at those beautiful stars. I wanna drive a faster car. Nothing can break me. No, no, nothing can break me. Try not to hold me down. Feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at those beautiful stars. I wanna take a trip to Mars. Nothing can break me. No, no, nothing can break me. a faster car. I'm gonna be myself, I'm gonna be someone else. I'm gonna be myself, I'm gonna be someone else. I'm gonna skip my breaks, I'm gonna make mistakes. I'm gonna skip my breaks, I'm gonna make mistakes. I'm gonna be myself, I'm gonna be someone else. I'm gonna be myself, I'm gonna be someone else. I'm gonna skip my breaks, I'm gonna make mistakes. I'm gonna skip my breaks, I'm gonna make mistakes. Try not to hold me down, feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at those beautiful stars, I wanna drive a faster car. Nothing can break me, no, no, nothing can break me. Try not to hold me down, feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at those beautiful stars, I wanna take a trip to Mars. Nothing can break me, no, no, nothing can break me.
Looking at each other, tears in our eyes from the words we said. Yeah, it kinda broke my heart. Loving you is not so goddamn easy as you think. I'm trying my best to hold on, but I feel myself giving. You know that we shouldn't keep it up like this. We hurt each other's feelings on and on. I don't wanna change who you are. The things you say is always one step too far. But I know that I've played my part. I'm hurting you as well. I guess that we should say we're sorry. Say we're sorry. Say we're sorry. I guess that we should say we're sorry. Say we're sorry. Say we're sorry. We pick up the pieces and start again. Don't give up, we're holding on. For what it's worth, I'll try to change. We can't fix our broken hearts. Loving me is not so goddamn easy as I think. You try your best to hold up, but I see you giving in. You know that we shouldn't keep it up like this. We hurt each other's feelings on and on. I don't wanna change who you are. The things you say is always one step too far. But I know that I've played my part. I'm hurting you as well. We should say we're sorry. Say we're sorry. Say we're sorry. I guess that we should say we're sorry. Say we're sorry. Say we're sorry. Keep it up like this, we hurt each other's feelings on and on. I don't wanna change who you are. Things you say is always a step too far. But I know that I've played my part. I'm hurting you as well. Guess that we should say we're sorry. Say we're sorry. Say we're sorry. I guess that we should say we're sorry. Say we're sorry. Say we're sorry. You got me tripping. Ever since I saw you, I went slipping. Didn't even know you. Couldn't even breathe without you. That's how I'm feeling. All I ever wanted, you. I'm digging how you got me started. Couldn't even be without you. I wanna be by your side. That's what I'm trying to say. You got me breathless, got me breathless. When you do all the things you do to me, you got me reckless, got me reckless. When you say all the things you say to me. I know nothing ever since I wanted you. I went dripping, never even wanted to. Couldn't even breathe without you. I ain't chilling. when you do all the things you do to me. You got me reckless, got me reckless. When you say all the things you say to me. we weren't meant to be. I know we had problems, I thought we could fix them, but we got tired. There's nothing left to do but to say goodbye and try to move on. I'll get over you, only wish that I knew how to go on. Baby, you and me, we're so messed up together. Even if we tried, we'd be stuck here forever. I don't understand right now how to make it through, but I'll get over you, and it's not like I'm gonna hate you. It's what it is, nothing left that we could do. Even though it hurts right now, we will make it through. I'll get over you. I'll get over you. Back when I met you, we were like fireworks. Thought nothing could break us, but oh how we got burned. Look at us now, we scream, we fight, and no one knows the reason. We're both getting out of line. Now say goodbye and try to move on. I'll get over you, only wish that I knew how to go on. Baby, you and me, we're so messed up together. Even if we tried, we'd be stuck here forever. I don't understand right now how to make it through, but I'll get over you, and it's not like I'm gonna hate you. It's what it is, nothing left that we could do. Even though it hurts right now, we will make it through. I'll astray. There is more in your heart than I saw from the start. Baby, I feel like maybe you have attached little wings on my back. Deep inside my mind, you glow like a nova and would never screw me over. Suddenly, your breath is all I want to breathe. My lungs explode when you have to leave. My body can't survive for real. I'm left alone with my insanity. So take me
Hello everybody, I am Chippy. Welcome back to the OC World Cup. We have our last match of the day today. I am Chippy, here casting with Bay. How are you doing today, Bay?
Hey Chippy, I'm doing alright, man. Oh man, I'm super hyped for this match. I mean, this is my country, right? I've got to try and support the boys while being as unbiased as possible as they're going head-to-head with Canada in this semi-finals match.
Which is my country's hat, so not quite nearly as much as my country as UK is to you, but they are pretty close, and I've had a really good bracket so far.
You've had a really good bracket? Oh, in terms of predictions, or?
Oh, no. I'm saying Canada's had a really good bracket in terms of upsets.
I
mean, we saw them go through, I mean, we see the bracket right here, taking the upset over Russia 6-3, then going into upset Australia, actually one of the top seeded teams, 6-5 in the tournament.
Yeah, Canada have definitely pulled through. Asia and the boys coming in strong. And now they're up against their biggest challenge yet in the UK.
Yeah, and they're up against them in one of the further rounds, which I strongly believe is going to be their shortfall, as UK is has a lot of very good late game players, whereas Canada has like a couple of them, but for the most part, Canada's main strengths are on like earlier map pools and kind of focusing on that kind of stuff, hidden, hard rock, stuff like that.
Yeah, such a great point about the difficulty increase. This map pool compared to previous weeks has really spiked in difficulty. And even in the quarterfinals, the performance of Canada as a team overall, if you added up the total amount of score they could have achieved, there's a spreadsheet that's going around on Reddit, which is really great for stats, so I definitely recommend checking it out. I pulled together the relevant ones here. Canada achieved 63.49% of the total team score they could for that map pool. And the UK, in contrast, pulled together 75.46%.
Oh, that's rather
10% difference, which is actually really significant. And you mentioned that, I mean, the UK has so many great single mod players. Like, you have Moe Yandere for double time, you have James Light for no mod, like really technical no mod maps. Zora Roxas excellent at hard rock. And you look over at Canada, and there's no one who stands out with those mods maybe as clearly as they do for the UK.
That definitely makes sense. We have a lot of players. I mean, UK this year are pretty favored to make it into grand finals from what we've been seeing in the bracket so far. I mean, they are favored to take this over Canada and face the USA in winners finals. We'll see if it happens, but yeah, as you mentioned, a lot of UK players are very known for their mods. Doomsday, known for its crazy consistency, as are a lot of the other players in the UK team, as we've been seeing in the past weeks. I mean, they 6-0'd Brazil, so you don't 6-0 a team without knowing what you're doing to a pretty high degree.
Yeah, I would say that Brazil maybe didn't turn up as much as they could have in that match, but they've definitely proven to, they're as strong as everyone thinks they are. They maybe had a bit of a tussle against the Netherlands.
Yeah, that's the thing. They had a rough time versus Britain, but I mean, you guys saw they did end up beating Korea, which in my opinion is a little bit of an upset. Korea's a pretty good team, and seeing them not make it as far as they usually do in a lot of World Cups is pretty surprising. Oh,
definitely. Yeah, it was unfortunate that match earlier. And I mean, this is the last match of the weekend, right? Like, after this, we're going to know who our remaining 6 teams are. I mean, this World Cup's gone so fast, man. Like, where's it gone?
I don't know, dude. Time passes by really, really quickly. And it's really cool to see that we're going to be seeing our top 5 teams. Well, not top 5, but basically, like, both teams kind of get 5th when you think about it because they get out of the same place. But because 5th, 7th, and 4 teams get 9th, so. But yeah, as you said, we are going to be seeing our 6 remaining teams in the World Cup, and there's not a single team that doesn't look terrifying to face.
Yeah, we're against some real big contenders now. I mean, on paper, when you look at these teams, Canada, the only high seed remaining, I believe. Actually, I'm not sure where Japan was seeded. Japan have had a really solid World Cup.
Japan, in the past, have had not the greatest World Cup, so I wouldn't be surprised if they're not seeded super high.
They were a high seed as well, so actually, yeah, Japan and Canada will be the 2 remaining high seed teams as of the end of this weekend. And both of them actually coming from the winners bracket as well.
Yeah, exactly. Both of the high seeds actually getting to winners semis of their bracket. Japan looking to face Dutchland this weekend because they did lose to the USA. They did take the first point off of USA since knockout stages, which is really surprising.
Yeah, USA looking super dominant. I think the winner of this match obviously goes on to face them in the winners final. And that is going to be a huge clash. I mean, the challenge at the moment is just to even get close to beating the USA. They just seemed unstoppable. The loser of this match will drop down to the losers bracket, so we won't be saying goodbye to them. They will be going up against Russia, which have proven to come through as a really great late game team. Their consistency on these harder map pools has been really, really scary. And going into next week's map pool is going to be no exception, as after this we will be obviously revealing the map pool for the finals weekend. Chippy and I will be guiding you through that. And we've had a sneak peek. It's looking quite interesting. There's some really tough maps coming up.
They definitely ramped up the difficulty. It's going to be a really exciting pool. I think you guys will like it a lot. But yeah, as you mentioned, the loser of this match is going to face Russia, which the loser is favored to be Canada, which beat Russia in the past. However, like you said, Russia is very, very good at these consistency on the harder maps, and Canada, as I mentioned earlier, very struggling on having a lot of late game players. I mean, you see Ryuke, you see Azer, very seasoned tournament player. But besides that, we haven't seen like any noticeable like late game play from Canada. I mean, I could be completely wrong, but it's just there's no past experience, you know?
No, I definitely agree. The other two players that might be able to step up for Canada, I would say, is Vinxus and Stoof.
Really?
Other than that, the rest of the roster, I would say, is relatively new, especially to World Cups. Obviously, Squaffle coming over, used to live in the UK for a very long time, now moved over to Canada, makes it onto the Canadian roster. So I've got a bit of love for Squaffle because he is an ex-UK player. But all these players I haven't really seen too much throughout the community tournaments this year, and I hope that they can step up and help Canada achieve their success.
I agree with you with other late game players that you mentioned. Stoof, definitely. I've been seeing Eddie do super well in this tournament recently. I actually hadn't heard of Eddie before, so I was curious to see how he would do coming into this tournament, and so far he's performed pretty well for the Canadian roster on the picks that he goes in for.
Yeah, I think that the big thing for Canada is actually that all these players that you may not have expected to, perform, like you mentioned, Eddie is a player who's performed excellently over the rounds, consistently being the top 3 on the Canadian stat sheet. So really good to see all these players step up to the occasion. As for this match, one thing we do have to mention, we have a few issues downloading warm-up maps, so while you might see a lot of chat happening on your screen, that we can't unfortunately show the warm-ups. Hopefully it's something we'll be able to resolve in the future.
But we have a week to do it, so worst comes to worst, you guys don't see 2 warm-ups, and it'll be ready next week. I doubt it's that big of an issue.
It's just tournament clients sometimes can be a little bit temperamental.
But hey, that means it gives us more time to talk about the actual match, not the picks that aren't going to put points on the board. So, I mean, what do you think the outcome of this match is going to be, Bay? I mean, I know you said you were definitely favored over UK. You yourself, personally, I assume, want UK to win, considering you are from there. But what do you think like the final score is going to be?
So yeah, I'm obviously 100% British, if you cannot tell from my wonderful, boring accent. But in my heart, the UK lads have got this. Like, this is the kind of matchup where they start becoming really, really strong. You see players like James Light, Moyando really step up into these later map pools. But even on my head, I still think the UK are definitely the favourites to win this on paper, and I have them down as 7-3 for victory.
I actually had the same thing on my spreadsheet, but I didn't realize how rough this map pool was and how much potential there is to take like more than like a couple points. I mean, we saw Japan versus USA. USA was looking really dominant with the 4-way FCs and stuff like that, and Japan still was able to take 2 points from them. So I had 7-3 as well. I still think the UK is going to win. I would love to see the Cinderella story of Canada continue in the winner's bracket. I mean, who's to say it won't continue in the loser's bracket? But I would love to see it happen. However, I think that UK is going to win. I said 7-3 in my spreadsheet, but I'll say 7-4, potentially 7-5, but I'll stick with 7-4.
Can't change your mind from your spreadsheet. That's not allowed.
No, I know. So either I'm right in commentary or I'm right on my spreadsheet.
Can't be right twice. You got to pick one. Which one is it?
7-4.
7-4. All right. Well, both of us expecting UK to win. I mean, I'd love to see a tiebreaker. I don't think we've seen one this weekend. In fact, the matches yesterday were all relatively close, but today's been a bit of a landslide, really. We've seen really dominant performances from the teams that have progressed through. Maybe this will be the changing point. We haven't seen Team Grimoire be played, and it's such a great hype song. I would love to see it. Speaking about maps in the pool, though, where do you think the bans are going to be targeted for this match?
I know Canada, very comfortable on their hidden hard rocks. Considering this is a late game pool, I would assume that they're gonna kind of pick around Azer and Ryuke primarily. Maybe more Ryuke than Azer. I know he's been performing really, really well in tournaments as of recent, especially World Cup. He's been performing really well. So they will probably be picking around that for the most part. In terms of technical picks, I feel like technical picks actually aren't the greatest idea for them. A lot would think technical picks are really good because, you know, Azer is very good at technical maps, and it's most of what he is known for in terms of his plays. So you would think that one of the best players on the team being the best at maps that not really many people are good at would be a good idea. But since it's so late game, I feel like UK is more favored to take those technical maps, especially since Azer, I would say, would be the top scorer of Canada's roster for it.
Well, I think a big thing on that is that the technical maps in this pool, you have Boss Rush. I guess you can put Daisuke down as technical because it's the technical streams.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Rocket, Yukiai Yokusho, the other hidden map.
Yukio is, in my opinion, the most technical map in this
It's
pool.
highly mechanical. I think technical might be the wrong word, but the mechanics, like the aim mechanics for that is absolutely nuts.
Yeah.
And then other than that, that's really it.
Yeah, that's definitely true.
I think that hidden technical is where Azer shines for sure. I mean, the number of double S Camellia plays that guy has is absolutely insane.
Oh, exactly. But I feel like UK just has too much of a roster to do, like, all right on it. Not all right, but just, like, good enough to, like, pass the rest of Canada's roster to the point where Azer's, like, really, really good score on it. If he got it, would not be enough, you know?
Yeah, like you said, the UK has a lot of great players. Bubbleman and Spare would be probably the main two players for the UK. As the tournament gets into the later stages, these guys are consistently excellent at every mod, every kind of map. And they are definitely a key to the UK's roster. And alongside that, as I've mentioned earlier, they have lots of technical specialists. Carthy, really great at screen maps and just general consistency. Hidden Hard Rock's a lot of the free mod stuff. James like super at no mod. Sorox is super at Hard Rock. Opie James, amazing hidden player, probably one of the best in the world, I would go ahead and say that, honestly. The guy's reading on hidden is absolutely phenomenal, and Moe underrated, a speed demon.
He's super underrated at hidden.
So it's really scary to pick into the UK because they can always field at least 3 players that are good at a map.
But yeah, I agree with you there. And as we reach these like semifinals to finals, you see teams like that arise so frequently. It's scary. Though we see it a lot less than you think you would see it in semifinals this year. Teams have been getting extremely better. As a result, more and more upsets are happening. So a lot of our demon teams are actually in the losers bracket. I would say the only 2 demon teams really left in winners bracket are USA and UK. And for those just coming into the broadcast, we are unfortunately unable to load the warm-ups right now. So that's why we're talking for such a long time. That's why they're talking in chat and then not talking all of a sudden. It's a little bug. We're sorry about it, but this is the last match of the day, so it's the last time it's going to happen, and we'll get right into the casting of the actual match after that. That's why we're just kind of talking ballpark stuff about how the match is going to go.
And it's a real shame because the UK warm-up they just picked is Up the Bomb No Babies, which is such a great map.
Oh my goodness.
So we're currently in that at the moment. Canada's warm-up has already been played, and then as soon as this one concludes, we'll get straight into the match.
Yeah, going on to bans, I definitely think it's smart of them to ban a double time versus UK. I think UK is heavily favored in double time against Canada. That's almost a given. But I almost feel to the point like Canada's just kind of gonna take it, you know? They've gotta pick their poison in terms of double time. It's like I feel like UK is just gonna take them on at least one DT pick. So they gotta ban the one they do the worst on. I could also see them banning like maybe one of the no mods or the free mods. Just as you mentioned earlier, you have so much mod diversity on the side of UK. You have Carthy, who's very comfortable running Hidden Hard Rock, like you mentioned earlier, on free mods. So they've got to ban like the worst of evils when it comes to free mod. I would say if you're gonna ban a free mod against UK, I'd ban Speed of Link.
Really? Oh, I was thinking Forest Piero, old map, AR8, and CS 6.5. That I feel like the UK would do very well on.
I think they would do well, but I feel like in terms of like, you've got to think about it in terms of like probability of a team winning. UK could do well, but also Canada has very, very good players who are good at reading that kind of stuff. Canada is very proficient at reading that kind of style of mapping from what I've seen. It's the type of map where you have to play it a lot in order to, I guess, get a payoff from it. And Canada very, very serious about their practices from what I've seen. I think they're capable of having a chance of taking it. I definitely, like you said, I think UK is favored to take that map. But in terms of speed of link, I just feel like Ryuke would do well on it. Aether might do well on it. I'm assuming he would have to tap X. I think Stoof would do well on it. But I don't think it would be well enough to take on the UK roster. I feel like they're very, very strong at those kind of streamy maps. You have a lot of players who have good mod diversity, but you also have a lot of players who are really good at streams. I mean, we have Bubble Man, we have just so many. It's hard to even list them because of how many players there are, but so many proficient streaming players that are good at streams.
Yeah, and we did see Carthy take number 2 on the map with Hidden Hard Rock just this week in practicing. So you can expect him to have a good go at it. I mean, everything is different, right? Playing solo and playing in a tournament is such a different experience in terms of your mental attitude toward the play. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I don't disagree. It wouldn't be a bad ban. I just think whenever you see a Titan like the UK play a team like Canada, which isn't one of the teams you would think going into the World Cup would be, you know, putting this much pressure on these big guys, you would just be like, oh, every pick's UK favored. And it's like, not to count Canada out at all. A lot of these maps, like you mentioned, the AR8s and these technical reading maps can come down to a coin flip despite being favored. And we've seen that a lot this weekend with AR8 maps going the way of the other team just because they have like 1 or 2 really good combos which really boost their team score.
Yeah, exactly. I would definitely say like Ukiyo-e is, in my opinion, UK's best shot at hidden. In terms of bans for UK, I would either ban one of the hidden or hard rock for obvious reasons. It's Canada's main strengths. If you look at their roster, if you look at what they picked in the past weeks, you would see a lot of hidden and you'd see a lot of hard rock. I actually think Ukiyo-e pretty decent for the UK team. I mean, we saw it yesterday, Japan versus US. All it really takes is like 2 players to turn up in order for that map to be won. I mean, we saw USA perform phenomenally in terms of accuracy on it, but then the Japanese roster came in with 2 full combos, and it completely offset everything.
Yeah, definitely the map if you have a super good run on, you can carry your team. I think as another thing was as the pools get harder, carrying your team becomes a lot easier. You get the one really good combo and everyone else is having a rough time, you get 1 million points. And you maybe offset 3 players on the other team. It can be that serious. But it looks like warm-ups are over, Chippy, which means we can get into the match once again. If you've just tuned in, we unfortunately couldn't load the warm-ups on the tournament client, so we had to skip over them. But that's not the why we're here. This is the main action. This is the match, and it is UK versus Canada.
And we'll see how wrong we are in the bans really quick.
Looks like Canada won the roll, which means the UK will ban first, and Canada will pick first. One extra thing to mention, talking about the free mods, the UK actually hasn't lost a free mod map this entire tournament. They are 7-0 in free mod picks.
Alright, well, can we ban the whole free mod pool really quick? I think that's I think that's a fair, I guess, holdback for UK. Just
on the flip side, right, to make Canada sound better, they haven't lost a tiebreaker, so they have that on their belt.
That's true. They are pretty good at their tiebreakers. They come in clutch. I mean, even when I casted in 2015, they went clutch both in their tiebreaker versus Taiwan.
Yeah, that was a really great match.
Oh my gosh, it's crazy how much time flies. I mean, there's been 2 other OC World Cups between that. It feels so weird to me that we've seen so much content in terms of World Cups, and it goes by so dang quick.
Yeah, we're already 2 weekends away after this one from crowning a champion.
I'm really excited to see who wins this. I mean, USA looks very, very favored and is very dominant, but UK looks very poised to give them a good running. Canada has quite the Cinderella story under their belt. Japan has been, I guess, super underrated until this tournament. There's a lot of teams in the final 6 that are capable of taking it, which is really cool to see, but they have to take down US. They have to. UK or Canada is anyone's last hope of not having to beat the USA twice, which is very hard to do, unless you're Poland, who is no longer here. So it's like
Rip Poland.
Rip Poland. But we are going to be seeing the bans. UK is going to be banning Nomad 1 and Azer. Canada. Okay, I just said Azer because he's the one who said the ban. My apologies.
It is Azer and the boys. Don't feel too bad about it. Everyone knows that Azer is so great.
Are you kidding me?
Are you kidding me? But yeah, Boss Rush for the UK will be banned. Not a map we even talked about for the UK's radar, but obviously maybe not feeling too comfortable on the technical slider map. And then you did get it right. DT3, True Theory of Inheritance, banned away by Canada, so not wanting to take them on with speed.
Yeah, they've got to, that's what I'm saying, is they have to pick the worst poison there is for them. And I think that map in particular very much favors UK, because it's very, like, how do I explain it? Not bursty, but, like, the aim is very dynamic. And I think UK is favored on that. You have older players like Doomsday, stuff like that, who are very capable of doing well on that kind of stuff. So it's like, I definitely agree with that being their biggest demon in terms of double times. I definitely think that UK is still going to pick a double time and win on a double time. It's kind of a given, in my opinion. If I was a...
Canada's performed quite well on double time this tournament so far. I was actually expecting Canada to maybe to try and go for it, but obviously if the pulls get harder... I mean, that double time they banned, 273 BPM. That's some fast stuff.
See, that preaches to the precedent there of the map pools are getting harder, and Canada did do well in DT in the past, but it's more consistency related DTs when you look at the past picks. They're very FC based, very reliant on holding your accuracy, which Canada is very good at. Holding your accuracy is very, very vital to actually keeping your cool when it comes to full comboing a map. So Canada really good at that, have performed really well on it, and as you mentioned, they have done well on DT picks, don't get me wrong, and they definitely do have some sort of chance at taking it versus the UK, but if I had to like put a percent on it of UK winning, I would say it's like 80-20 to win a double time pick.
Yeah, well, we'll see how they do. Guys, the reason we're not seeing the screen is we had to have a quick client restart, and we're having some issues. Hopefully we will be back soon. We will not miss any of the action though. Hopefully we won't have jumped into the match without us being able to see what's going on, because the first map I believe was picked by Canada, and it was Neko's Samurai, unless I've been mistaken.
Yeah, it was. There was Nomad 3, which was that.
The top diff, Neko Matamasters, Neko Samurai.
But hey,
a map that's plays like an alternation style map because loads of rhythm changes. So an interesting pick from Canada is coming out of the gate.
Well, hey, while we're waiting from the technical issues, I think we're back in it, but we have a little bit of time. Why not mention banners? We have banners for Osu World Cup. They are purchasable in the store if you do want to support one of the final remaining 6 teams in the tournament. This is the time to do so. You can buy it in the Osu store for $2.50, and if you pick the winning team, you do get your bracket, or you do get your banner on your profile for a lot time. Pretty decently after Osu World Cup, I'd say. I'd say you get it for like usually around a month, like after Osu World Cup ends, to kind of show that you picked the winning team. I know I personally have a USA banner because, you know, USA. But it's very cool to support the teams, and it goes towards the Osu World Cup, so your money is going to a good cause of supporting these players for, you know, putting all of their efforts on the line. So if you want to do that, definitely go ahead and do that, but we are probably going to be getting into this first pick right now. Walter going to be typing MP start 10, so we are 10 seconds away from going into this pick. Bay, what do you think is going to happen on this first pick for Canada?
I think this is a nice relaxing first pick to start with. The first 40 or so seconds are a bit more calm, a bit like ease yourself into the map. Hopefully it will calm a lot of nerves that all the players will be feeling. And well, we see the big boy lineups coming up from both countries for the first map of this match. I think this can really go either way, and it's going to come down to consistency. As your first match, you know, your adrenaline is pumping, the nerves are at their highest point.
And this is literally the roster you mentioned for Canada when it came to late game. Stoof, Azer, Vinxis for UK, all 4 players are the ones that you mentioned are there for late game in Canada, and here they are performing on this first map pick. Pretty standard start.
Yeah, map definitely builds towards the finale. You would hope not to see any early misses here.
And it's such a short pick, but Doomsday going to be finding a break. A quarter of the way through the map is going to give early lead to Canada, though it is rather early, so an early break on a semifinals map pool is not usually fatal in most cases. We saw yesterday. Oh my goodness, and just as I say that, Vinx is going to be breaking, and Ryuke, but Bubbleman and Doomsday going to be offsetting that there. Carthy going to be finding a miss, unfortunately. OP James, only FC left on the side of UK. Stoop and A's are going to be full comboing on the side of Canada. Going to be hitting those 1/8 streams super well, might I add.
And OP James is now dropped, so there's no full combos for the United Kingdom. And as you mentioned, short map, we're already over halfway. At full combo on Azer and Stoop, really going to be offsetting that score, and the Canadians are going to pull ahead.
Vinx is going to be finding another miss, but breaks halfway for the UK roster is going to be not good, but the breaks from Azer and Stoop are going to be slider breaking on the same slider. Can Bubbleman and Doomsday and OP James have the combo advantage to bring this back? 200k on the board.
It is coming back. Look at that bar at the bottom. It's creeping slowly left. There's a quarter of the map left. They can hold their combos for the UK.
Canada has to hold their combos for the rest of this map, otherwise UK is going to be able to steal this point away from a pick that seemed pretty good for Canada.
I don't think there's enough time. It's not going fast enough.
There's not enough map. The combos are only at 400, so there's not enough. But as they say that, the misses do change that. In last second, UK is going to do it by 30k points.
Oh, it was getting so close, and then Vinx's miss, and the bar just leapt towards the red.
The misses and accuracy drop from Vinx's are going to unfortunately make that go in UK's favor for Canada. UK going to be winning the first pick by 30k points. Vinx is very unfortunate breaks on his end, although it wasn't completely his fault. I mean, nobody on the side of either team got a mill, so don't blame it on one player, but very unfortunate that that was the final nail in the coffin.
Yeah, he's definitely feeling the regret there as he instantly ducks out of the lobby. We do see 3 slider breaks, from 2 from Canada and 1 from the UK. So good performances generally across the board, but such a close first match. A really good sign of how this match is going to continue.
We have a Trojan Horse coming in. Oh, Spare's gone. I was going to say Spare's on the side of Canada. Trojan Horse coming in for UK.
They're just picking up. They're just swapping players. This is how it works now. You just trade players back and forth.
Yeah, Spare just goes on the Canada side for one map. He's like, oh, dang, my tablet's not working. It's crazy. I guess
There's also in Twitch chat, man. This guy's everywhere.
He really is.
Close chat, Spare. Stop stream sniping. Unbelievable scenes.
But yeah, UK is going to be picking free mod 1, as you mentioned. And as I mentioned, Speed of Link, I think their most favored free mod of the 3. But as you mentioned, UK has not lost a single free mod so far. They are up 7-0, like you mentioned earlier. And it's looking to be 8-0 with a pick like Speed of Link.
I don't expect to see much changes in this UK lineup. OP James may be coming into Hidden, Doomsday and Bubbleman might no mod, but I wouldn't be surprised to see a lot of mods from the UK. Doomsday would probably opt to stick with no mod if he does like his high BPM stuff. Oh, okay, we do see OP James drop out for Spare. Actually, a pretty reasonable trade-off. On Canada, though, we have quite a few changes. See Aza and Vinx's drop out for Trevrasher and Yuki-chan.
I can definitely see that. I guess I'm a little surprised that we are not seeing Eddie for a pick of this speed. Though, I mean, what do I know? But I'm not super surprised by Azer. It's a big hit or miss situation with him and Mappacks-ing it, which he does really well at sometimes, don't get me wrong, but Tapex is very, very terrifying, especially in tournament. Because when nerves are high and adrenaline is at such a climax, it's really hard to hold your aim, especially when you're tapping so dang fast on your tablet to hit the notes.
I mean, this sounds like you're implying this is an alternate map.
I mean, alternate very fast because it's streams.
Oh, this isn't streams, my dude. This is a single tap map through and through. And if you are alternating in your OSU gameplay, you're cheating. So please stop. Join the single tapping.
You're right.
Single tapping club.
All right. If I see a single key 2 in this whole entire map, you're banned.
Oh, Carthy. That was an odd start. A bit of a probably wasn't even ready from the looks of it. This is the entire start. Tanks a load of accuracy. And we don't see the mods I expected, but the only hard rock we're going to see is from Ryuke.
I can see that. Very reasonable. When you're a top player like this, it's very normal to see players run hard rock in the free mods to make the maps feel kind of harder. Because a lot of what they play is very comfortable, difficult stuff. So, I mean, it gives them extra score and it makes them more comfortable on the map. So, plus they need a mod to cover the 2 mod rule anyways.
You would expect that with Hidden though, just to keep it safe, but I would have expected a bit more from the UK, and Carthy having a lot of inconsistency with Hidden, missing twice already. Did see a couple of drops from Trevrasher though to try and balance it out, and currently the UK have the lead just on accuracy alone.
And right now they're doing that. I mean, 50k lead right now. Only break really on the board are Trevor Asher and Carthy. Carthy going to be giving slight combo advantage to UK, but it's not big enough to the point where Canada can't come back from an accuracy change at the end of the map. I mean, the bar is on UK's side, filling up as much as Spare's name shows, but it is only a short gap. But Trevor Asher missing again is going to make that bigger because now there's a 500 combo advantage on the side of UK.
We're going to speed up to 280. Yeah, we're going up to 280 BPM now. This is where the misses are likely to come in. Spare drops that double S. There's one left for the UK, though. Never mind.
Spare missing is going to be pretty big. For UK, though, going to balance that out. UK going to be doing pretty fine right now. 60k gap. Not a lot of map left.
And the break from UK really important because of that hard rock multiplier. Doomsday and Bowman going strong, taking on Spoof and Yuki-chan.
Yeah, 100k gap. Yuki-chan breaking is going to solidify it right there. There's not enough map to make this up. Stoof cannot pull that much weight on his back. Unfortunate breaks from the side of Canada. But this point is going to be going to UK rather convincingly so, as you see this bar fill up half of their screens. 3.4 mil to 2.9 mil, 500k gap right there for the UK roster. Going to be making it 2-0, winning on their own pick. And now
100 from Bubbleman, man. That's a crazy performance. Doomsday gets the perfect as well. Stoof also gets a full combo for Canada, though it looks like he dropped it either a ton of slider ends or slider broke.
Oh my goodness, Bubbleman is nasty at streams, dude. Streams and bursts.
What streams, Chippy? That's single.
I consider them streams. They're 5. That's enough for me. That breaks my. Granted, it doesn't break their fingers because they're good. but
yeah, as we saw, dominant free mod performance from the UK puts them up to 8-0 in the tournament of free mod picks, and there's still 2 of them open. Really scary to be going up against.
That's gonna make it 8-0 for UK's free mod streak.
All right, it's your Canada now. You've lost the first 2 maps. It backfired on your first pick. Where do you go now?
I mean, you've got to go for like the pick that you know you're gonna win. You have to ship this. At this moment, you have to ship your momentum back because momentum plays such a big part in mentality. And winning the first pick very much helps that, especially if it's your pick, because if you lose that, then you're facing UK on their pick for their second point. It's terrifying because you don't want them to get that streak. You don't want them to keep turning up. If I were to pick something, oh goodness, potentially.
That's the thing. It's so hard, right?
Potentially Daisuke. Hard Rock is a risk, but if I were to pick a Hard Rock, I would maybe say. I don't want to say K81. I feel like that's such a risk.
This is what I said earlier, though. UK is so dominant every mod and free mod that you're like, what do you pick? And you can see them taking a very long time to think about this, Canada. They really need to pick smart here.
Maybe Kanojo? I doubt it this early. And they are going to be picking hidden too. Ukiyo-e Yokocho is going to be being picked. I actually did say this is pretty favored for the UK from what my opinion is.
I mean, it's kind of cool in terms of mechanical, and it's hidden, which is up a lot of Canada's like references. It's as good as it's gonna get, I think. As much as I'm trying not to be biased, right? I just can't. Like, the UK is so strong.
That's the thing, is like it's really not biased when you think about it. It's just not the truth, but like what's favored when you think about it, because it's like. I'd say you are correct. Hidden is Canada's like strong suit by a mile. However, on that same regard, this is later into the map pool. This is one of the maps where if you full combo it, the play is actually nuts.
Oh, definitely.
Like, I can't stress it enough. The fact that we saw 3 full combos from US versus Japan, and 2 of them were from Japan, was crazy. This map is difficult. This map is, in my opinion, one of the most difficult in the pool to full combo. Like,
and it's only 5.7 stars, so do not believe that star rating. It is a trap. This map has some really nasty rhythm changes in the second half of it as well, and it features quite a lot of streams. It just kind of flows from start to finish, and you can see breaks everywhere. And I just expect to see breaks. This map is nuts.
Yeah, and this is such a risk pick from Canada, and you know, you don't want to give UK this momentum. You don't want to give them 2 points of your own, and they're already going to be starting with 750k score, so they're probably going to win.
OP James cheating.
OP James actually hacking, but we're going to be back. Squapple going to be getting scared, as is Ryuke by that score gap, going to be breaking. Pretty early, though. Don't worry. Not really too much to worry about, though it could be nerfed, so.
Adjusting to hidden as well, and a map of this playstyle, it's not too bad to see early misses as long as you recover, which looks like they both have, but there goes Azer.
And there's only one FC on the board left from Yuki. However, Ryuke and Squapple are slightly behind, just simply by the fact of they have pretty early break combo, so 4 FCs on the side of UK right now. Going into the stream section, I'm sure we'll see at least one miss from one of them. Yeah, and OP James is going to be able to find it, unfortunately. Bubbleman, Doomsday, and Spare still holding strong. As I mentioned, a lot of UK players, older players, as they are able to play these BPM change, tricky patterns, and Yuki-chan going to be finding a miss as well. That's not good. That's no full combos left on the board on the side of Canada. 500 combo from UK and Squapple is going to give them a little bit of strength, but it's not going to be enough unless literally every UK player breaks in this hard section coming up right here.
Yeah, so far UK looking super dominant on this pick. And they're sparing Bubbleman, so never mind. We might have a match on here. Doomsday now the only full combo. Squapple does break though. Ryuke, the big combo for Canada here, just has to hold his nerves. OP James starting to regain his confidence as well. At the moment, it's still in the favor of the UK, and they need more breaks for Canada to come back.
And we have this last hard section coming up. This is probably the last hard section that we might see breaks on, and we see Ryuke unfortunately
hits it.
Doomsday holding strong, going to be a full combo still. Will we see him full combo the rest of the map? I don't know, but I think we're going to be seeing UK win this pick by 300k at least, because Doomsday's full combo is holding a lot of weight for this team right now, 1/3 of the score.
Yeah, Doomsday's score alone is going to cancel out 2 of the Canadians, and well, Doomsday still got it, man. The UK's grandpa doing the work, actually got a full combo this map, which is insane.
Grandpa really Doomsday gonna be sitting the UK roster down by the fireplace for Christmas, and gonna be getting a full combo as a present right there. Really solid work from him, carrying a lot of weight for the UK roster. What a nice play from Doomsday. Very renowned tournament player, very old player.
Oh, UK have been 3-0 up 3 times in this elimination bracket. First time didn't go so well. The Netherlands managed to bring it back, so maybe it's Canada's time to shine. This, though, however, the UK's pick, and there's still 2 free mods. You know, there's a hell of a lot open as well. I mean, they have so many options, the UK here now. I also expect the UK to go for Paraclete, the 210 BPM stream no mod we see at the top middle of our screen right now. They have a lot of really good stream consistency players on the UK, all able to get exceptionally good accuracies. On the other side of Canada, I'm not sure there's many. Oh yes, okay.
Ooh, another hidden pick.
Ding.
Being picked by the UK as well.
Not just a hidden pick though, Chippy. AR8 hidden. And very rhythmic to boot. We're going to see Doomsday definitely staying for this one. I'm pretty sure he's already on the leaderboard.
Oh my goodness. This map's a banger. Or this song's a banger.
I don't understand a word of it, but it sounds good to me.
Oh, I don't. Yeah. It doesn't matter. I mean, we don't understand most of these songs. Let's be honest with ourselves. This anime game.
Yeah, no weebs out, please. No weebs in chat.
Yeah, no weebs allowed. Also, no alt players allowed, apparently, according to Bay as well.
Yeah, alt players are cheating and should be removed from the game. Thank you for this message. Yeah, it's literally cheating, dude.
Mm-hmm. Oh gosh, I can't wait until laser when you can use 4 keys. 1/4 the BPM. I'm pretty sure it is, yeah. It's going to be really hard to put into competitive play, though, when you think about it. I think the most that could really be put in is 3 keys, and even that's going to be rhythmically challenging, because doing streams with 3 fingers will be
a lot easier, right?
No, I don't think so.
You just kind of roll your fingers, just like you're doing on my desk.
Yeah, but you're doing 1/4 rhythms with 3 fingers. It's an inconsistency in when you're tapping with which fingers for which beat, which can throw you off in terms of accuracy, you know? It definitely is easier.
I'm pretty sure it would be, but we'll never know. And I actually kind of hope it doesn't come to laser. I hope they just keep the 2 keys, because that's what Asus has been, you know, for the entire time it's been a game.
Yeah, that's true.
Actually, not always. It did used to be that you couldn't use the keyboard, and then someone suggested it on the forum. So I remember that was on Reddit at some point recently.
Oh goodness! Thank goodness I'm not that old of a player.
Yeah, that's a long time ago. But we're gonna go into Seed Ding. One thing I want to mention is Sora Roxas for the UK. This guy's a hard rock main, but he also has an excellent AR8 hidden, and we're gonna see him represent the UK here. Canada gonna see a very similar lineup with Azer popping back in.
And Ryuka gonna be finding the first break on the side of Canada, and finding another one shortly after that's not gonna be good. Full combos on the side of UK is looking really good in this hidden pick right now.
The UK would have 100% practiced. I mean, actually, if you're planning to play this for your country, you would 100% practice this. But the first break for OP James and Ryuk mirroring in the same section, which is super important in terms of combo. Look at Ryuk.
He's gonna give 40k lead. Yeah, Vinx's breaking though is gonna be even worse.
Ryuk having a real tough time on this AR8 pick, and UK putting ahead 100,000 already.
Oh, and this is looking really good for the UK roster on this map. But OP James breaking again is going to give Canada a little bit of space, but not enough, as we see 3 full combos on the board, or a little less than halfway through the map.
Yeah, and Asa going down as well. 3 down for Canada. There goes Sora Roxas. So it's 2 against 1 now. Yuki-chan, the only surviving Canadian, going up against Doomsday, the master of old maps, though. Yeah, Vinx's fails. Bowman finally breaks, so it's Doomsday versus Yuki.
Oh, huge accuracy chokes on the side of Canada are going to be lowering their points even more. Ryuke just unable to pull it together right now. 89% AC, 100k score. Very unfortunate on their end, but Doomsday really pulling it together right now.
You expect Doomsday to perform on these old AR8 maps. This is his bread and butter. I say old, this was ranked in September 2018, so not actually that old, but given the AR8, it's a very
it feels very old.
But hugely rhythmic, and Yuki is doing everything he can right now to keep this score narrow enough that if Doomsday breaks, he might be able to pull the Canadians to victory.
Yeah, if you were to ask anyone when this map was ranked, they'd probably be like, I don't know. The mapping style is very, very older based, but obviously approach rate, stuff like that, shows that it's not really older. But
only a tiny bit of map left. UK 300,000 points in the lead. I'm not even sure now it's enough. Ryuke's AC is really bringing Canada down. Look at his score, 200,000.
Oh yeah, I know he has the combo, but he doesn't have the accuracy, and that's 300k of your mill for this Scorby 2. Accuracy's so huge. Well, not really
30%.
huge, but
30% is a lot compared to Scorby 1. That's a massive amount.
Oh yeah, for sure. And seeing that break, we're gonna see him capping out at a little less than 300k, and UK winning by 400k.
Yeah, full combos from Doomsday and Yuki-chan though. Really good stuff from them, but Yuki actually getting the perfect as well. So Yuki-chan, I would almost go ahead and say better performance than Doomsday, hitting 6 more slider ends. Doomsday, I mean, you look at the score, yeah, Doomsday on paper has done better, but you know,
accuracy?
It's not really a full combo. It is, but it's not.
I consider it better because of the accuracy, especially on an older style map with accuracy. That's very accuracy based because ARA. I consider
Chippy, the one thing we can conclude is that they're both insane players. I mean, how the hell do you
for sure. And UK would have rolled them on that pick if it wasn't for UK's play. It wouldn't have been 300k. It would have been like 600, 700k, which would be pretty significant. But yeah, I think is this a song?
Yeah, it's my favorite one. This is the da-da-da-da-da-da song. This is actually the intro to Darude Sandstorm. Oh no, it's just the intro to Dig, but repeated a million times. Alright, Canada's pick. Yeah, you thought they picked this as well.
I definitely did say this is their most favorite hard rock, I think. However, on the side of UK, this has a lot of, it's kind of like slower, I don't want to say slower speed of blink, because I feel like that's in a sense wrong.
Oh no, Chippy, this one is actually streamed. You can't say that this time.
Only single tapping allowed here.
Yes, K8107 is what I would call a stream consistency hard rock map, because it kind of flows a lot. There's a lot of streams jumping into streams. We've seen a lot of players have good success on this map this weekend, but it's usually the accuracy where it comes down to players performing excellently. There's nothing really to aim about here though. The aim stream like distances and between the notes, the stream spacing is the word I'm looking for. It's pretty consistent from start to finish. There's one nasty rhythm chain section in 2/3 in, where there's a 1/3 triple pattern, I think, which can really catch you off, but we've seen a few breaks on it this weekend. Will we see it here? Will it determine the outcome of this match? Who knows, man? Who knows?
Yeah, and right now, if you're Canada, you've got to be nervous. They've won in 2 of your picks. You're in a situation where you're on your 3rd. if they do mess this up here, they only have one pick potentially left if UK wins on their own. It's like, you're in such a rut with your Canada right now in this situation. And we might both be wrong, to be completely honest with the scores. Like, things are looking really good for the UK right now. Every single break that Canada's finding, or that UK's finding, Canada is mirroring with one of their own. So it's a similar situation to what you see in a lot of matches where there are flaws on the UK's roster. There are chinks in the armor for their Achilles heel, but those are equally shown by Canada.
Gonna see Squapple pop in for Canada, his first appearance in this match. I think the same. Oh no, we saw Stoof in the first map, so actually, yeah, nothing new for Stoof. I think they were talking about bringing Eddie in, and I actually would quite like to see Eddie play this map, but it looks like he's not going to be dragged in.
Weird.
We're going to go into map 5 then, K8107. UK looking to go 5-0 in this match.
5-1-5-0. And I'm definitely going to say, while this is Canada's best hard rock pick, in my opinion, also on the side of UK, there's a lot of really good stream players, and as you mentioned, this is actually a stream map, so I think we'll be seeing a solid play from Carthy, though, I mean, he did just break early. However, this isn't really much of the map. As you see, his score is still ahead of Doomsday, who has a full combo right now, just simply because of accuracy.
Yeah, you'll see Aza drop a lot of early accuracy as well. The slow sections with Hard Rock are really easy to drop. We expect to see them to make it up here, but it's going to come down to who misses, and it's going to be OP James and Aza.
Spare going to be breaking as well, going to give a slight lead to Canada here. Ryuke, Stoop, and Squabble all holding strong, but there goes Carthy again with a break. Only one full combo on the side of UK. Two on the side of Canada, because Squabble's going to be breaking right before that spinner, but slight lead is going to go to Canada.
Yeah, once again, Grandpa Doomsday holding strong for the UK, but he's going up against Stoof and Ryuke. And we're already halfway into this map. This is not a long pick.
And yeah, Canada's showing up really well here. Two full combos, 200 combo from Azer, but Doomsday breaking in on the easy part is going to be really bad for the side of UK, but in spare as well. OP James shortly after, the UK roster in shambles right now, but Canada holding strong with two full combos and Azer on a 300, looking to take this pick. 400k gap between the teams. Is there enough the map to come back? I don't think so. I think we have a game, Bay.
We definitely do. Canada looks like they're going to be striking their first blood in this match. And a really solid pick from them. The UK showing all sorts of inconsistency.
Squapple gonna be breaking, but it doesn't matter. Spare and Doomsday breaking as well with that. Stoop gonna be dropping his full combo, as is for UK, but Azer's 500 combo in general is gonna keep them up as long as they don't fail, which none of them are going to. Canada's gonna put a point on the board here, making this 4-1 by 700,000 points. A very convincing victory.
And exactly what Canada needed to start getting their motivation and momentum back. It's not going to be a clean sweep. We're not going to be seeing that here. But Canada is showing fighting signs just exactly when they needed it.
Very surprising the amount of breaks we saw on this map. Especially, I mean, granted it's USA, but we saw the quad FC from USA. So very surprising to see every single player missing on this map. Very uncharacteristic miss from Doomsday. Not quite sure, you know, why he missed on that slower section. Maybe he just wasn't really paying the utmost attention, or maybe it was just an unfortunate miss where he thought he hit it. But I mean, that's literally every miss. Do you think you hit it? I would hope. I hope no one intentionally misses. But Canada going to be putting a point on the board here for their roster on their own pick, though. So we are going to be handing it over to UK for their third pick. Hopefully going to be trying to shut this momentum that Canada suddenly gained from that 700k gap down.
Yeah, it's only one map for now. If the Canada start to win 2 or 3 in a row, I'd be slightly more worried for the momentum swing. The UK haven't lost a pick yet. If they lose this pick, though, it could make a big difference. But Fremont's are open. Paraclete's there as well. I don't see them opting for something like Sincho on the aim consistency no mod map. Oh, but they're going to keep it spicy. I'm going to see Daisuke.
Ooh. I think this is pretty decent for Canada. I mean, we saw an alt pick earlier in the tournament. However, I think Daisuke favors Canada a bit as well. So if there's a map for Canada to gain the momentum on that UK is gonna pick, I think this is probably the one. I don't think any of the other UK picks are as favored for Canada as this one. And it's also a banger, I'd like to mention.
Definitely a banger. You're definitely right there. Yeah, would I say this is Canadian favoured? Not really. I think the UK has a lot of these great technical aim stream players who, Bubbleman, Spare, Doomsday all have insanely good at aim on streams. Azer I definitely expect to pop off on this, along with UK. I think these are the kind of maps that are kind of coin flips. I mean, none of these players will perform as consistently on this as like you expect someone like Toy did. I mean, Toy in that UK match was disgusting. 1/100 I think he got on this, which is absolutely ridiculous. So this is a bit of a coin flip. I think the UK like these kind of older style tricky maps. And it's really going to come down to who can hold their nerves on those streams.
And yeah, I 100% agree with you. This is quite the coin flip, which is why I say, I'm not saying that it's necessarily favored for Canada. I think it's rather even for the point that you mentioned earlier that UK has a lot of really, I guess, technical aim players. I think that this is like, if UK or of UK's picks that they're favored to win on, this is the one that Canada has the most of a chance to upset them with. We are going to be going into it right here. The background going to be showing the start of the beautiful dance that is Daisuke.
May not be the top difficulty, but it definitely is a sour please.
It still plays the song, that's all that matters.
Alright, we're going to ease into it. We'll very quickly go into these high aim streams. Low CS as well for this map. CS 5.5. And early breaks from Canada. Stoof and Ryuke before the stream even begins. Yuki-chan going to be the next to go. Doomsday's already broken as well. Spare's going to drop for the UK. Bowman, James Light, Azer all get through.
Yeah, they do get through that first section, but Doomsday going to be breaking shortly after Spare does. 2 full combos on the side of UK and 1 on the side of Canada, but Ryuke and Stoof combo going to be giving a slight combo advantage to Canada from what I believe. Other than that, our math is just kind of hard, but...
we see a huge accuracy drop on Yuki-chan, and that's why that scorebar isn't moving towards Canada. Cut stream, UK gonna break again.
Ooh, that's not good for the side of Canada. UK gonna be having a 100k lead here. And are we gonna be seeing a break before the Daisuke part is the question. CS5 very easy to break in the technical section.
Yeah, just when you think the map's looking easy, needs a break. That's huge for the UK, and they're gonna start full ahead.
UK messing up his accuracy super hard as is. Yuki-chan Stoof gonna be finding a miss, and it's looking like shambles for Canada right now. 500k, 600k gap right now. Breaks between James Lake and Bubbleman are going to lessen the gap a little bit, but no combos on the side of Canada.
And that's the important bit. With no combos to combat this sudden drop of the UK full combos, UK are going to continue to extend that lead. More breaks from the UK. Accuracy fully on the left side of your screen as well. This is just such a dominant pick for the UK, and while we thought it was a coin flip, this has been far from that. UK just looking so much stronger.
Yeah, and I guess I'm just eating my words here because UK is looking super poised on this map pick. Spare and Doom, Spare with a great full combo right now.
Oh, Jose fails! Does it matter?
Oh, failing. Not mattering though, because like you said, UK.
Oh, Out got really close though. James Light drops about 500,000 points, I think. But they'd done enough, just the 3 of them, to take on the 4 Canadians, and they win by 338,000. Could have been really close.
Wow. Yeah, that could have been very close. Unfortunate chokes on the side of Ryuke. And Yuki are going to be making that a 3v4able situation. Which does happen. I would like to mention it happens. Sometimes you don't perform super well. I'm sure they're very nervous in this situation. They're in semifinals. They're a team that doesn't usually make it to semifinals in the winner's bracket. So,
but they definitely earned their place here, you know? By no means do they not deserve to be here. But UK are on this harder map pool showing their late game scaling ability. And a big question I got to ask, man, where's Eddie?
don't know, dude. Hard Rock 1 is going to be being picked, though. We'll see if Canada can take another Hard Rock point off of the board from UK.
Time for some consistency. Time for some Full Moon and some K-pop, which I think 50% of the chat will be happy with.
30? That's a very odd.
Nice. I'm a fan. I don't know about you.
Oh,
I'm a fan of Dreamcatcher. Not so much K-pop as a genre, but
you don't like
Dreamcatcher
K-pop in
definitely
general? K-pop's so good.
There's a lot of it. There's a lot of it which is a bit hit or miss. But I really like
Hit or
Dreamcatcher.
miss.
They give a good boundary between K-pop and I don't even know what else you say would be the rest of music as a whole. But it will be Full Moon.
It's a hit or miss for you, but I guess they never miss for me. And I'm really excited.
Don't do this to me, Kippy. Please.
Oh goodness, but yeah, I agree with you. Dreamcatcher is very hype in terms of music.
The song is as consistent as the map. There's a couple of jump difficulty spikes with triangle jumps. Overall though, just all round, a bit of streaming, a bit of jumping, a bit of Natsu. What more can you really say?
That's literally it.
That's all this map has. 3 elements: jumps, streams, and Natsu.
Yeah, that's Natsu in a nutshell right there.
Yeah. You want to label the map a much?
Yeah, unfortunately we still aren't seeing Eddie, and not quite sure why. But we are going to be seeing K-pop. That is a definite.
Going to see Sorux as Hard Rock player in for the UK. Still no Eddie for Canada. Trevor Asher going to be jumping in.
And yeah, if you're Canada right now, you've got to be extremely nervous. I mean, as we've seen from the side of UK especially, just seems unable to control his nerves right now. It's very uncharacteristic of him to play at the level he's playing right now, which, to be completely honest, isn't that great.
Well, maybe picking consistency then to try and rebuild their confidence. This easy intro, we wouldn't expect to see many breaks on. Generally, the difficulty of the map will spike towards the end in a true PP farm fashion.
I feel like consistency picks can negatively affect shortcomings in terms of inability to get a kind of grasp on your momentum. But spare breaking is going to give a slight lead to Canada. But it's like consistency picks are so long, and there's so many like easier patterns in the other pools that if you miss on it, it can get to you so easily if you're not in the right mental state.
Yeah, most definitely, and hopefully that won't knock Spare's confidence. First break for the UK. Long map though, still a long way to go, and a lot of the harder jumps to come. So we see the first patterns and Spare.
Stoop gonna be equaling out Spare's miss. However, Spare did miss earlier, so still slight lead going to the Canadian roster, regardless of accuracy.
Which is pretty even across the board.
Yeah, it is very even. 296s on the side of Canada are going to give it slightly to the UK, as we're seeing the score gap not quite as big as it would be if it was just the misses and SSs. But definitely practically even right now.
Score lead only so close because the 3 UK players with full combos have the highest accuracies in the lobby. Other than Stoof, who is...
In this jump pattern, could catch someone off guard, but it's not going to. Ooh, the accuracy of Azer, though, is going to mess up the score for them a little bit. And the Stoop break and Ryuke break are going to put it in UK's favor right now. UK holding strong on the second chorus, finding no breaks so far for 3 of their players on the roster.
They're definitely regaining that consistency, and now time to pull ahead. We're going to see breaks from Sorux and Spare.
That's 2 FCs to 2 FCs right now. Even combo across the board. 150k for Canada to make up. 1/3 of the map left. Can they do it? I'm not quite sure. They need a break from UK. Bubbleman or Carthy need to break. And both sides are going to see the score in that short little break. Understand the situation they're in. Understand what each team needs to do. And it's going to put nerves in the line for both sides.
I mean, if there's a player you want to be full comboing at this point, it's going to be Bubbleman and Azer.
I know.
Core to their countries and core to the result of this match. The next set of triangles will find no misses.
Yep, all 4 full combos holding strong on the triangle section, as is everybody else, but the full combos are super pivotal on who gets this point here. But I think that's enough. I think there's no way that UK can give this to Canada. Maybe if both of them missed and failed or something. But Trev breaking and Azer breaking and Azer failing.
Oh.
It's going to solidify it, unfortunately, for the UK roster. Going to be being up 6-1 against Canada.
Yeah, Stoof went down as well, but I don't know whether they just knew that the point was lost, and I wouldn't say stop playing, but they accepted that they weren't winning this point. But perfect from Carthy. 1 slider end drop by Bubbleman. 2 really solid performances from the UK, and they are on match point, and they've got 5 chances to do it before we reach tiebreaker. A match that we hoped would be a lot closer is looking very one-sided.
And it's really funny to see rankings for World Cup, because if you look at the 8 people that played for this pick, 7 of them are top 100, and then Trev Rasher's like 1,000 something, and he got like near full combo play.
We have a term for those, Chippy. They're called sandbaggers. That's what we call them.
No, they're totally not sandbagging. No, why would they ever?
I was going to call them digital hypnos, but I think that might be a bit controversial, don't you think?
I don't know, dude. At this point...
I love Hypno. I don't mean any bad by that. And he's a great player, obviously, for the USA roster. But they are in a set of players that keep their rank low, partly because they may not like the PP system. And
they just like playing the game, dude.
They just like playing the game. Play for fun, play on the maps.
But yeah, I definitely agree with you. I don't think calling it a digital hypnos is controversial whatsoever. I mean, I can't even scroll down to see his top plates with how many badges are on his profile.
He's definitely reaped the reward, that's for sure.
And Paraclete might be the last pick we see in this very streamy map. Very, I guess, favored for the UK roster, as they picked it for that reason.
Yeah, one I definitely saw in the UK's arsenal, and they're going to use it now to try and clinch this match off. 210 BPM streams is the name of the game. Not so much focus on aim here, just more on sheer stamina. What else do you expect from Kreutz, man? Just nut streams all over.
Oh yeah, I know. Kreutz and his streams. Name a more perfect couple. You can't.
Mazarin and screaming.
That's
not
true.
that kind of screaming.
I mean, it kind of is.
I don't think they go dude. Come on.
If
I can't understand that one, Chippy. I don't know what Mazarin maps you've been playing.
If I can't understand the lyrics, it's a read of me. But yeah, it might be 7-1, mirroring that of a very famous soccer match.
I have no idea what you're talking about. Well, the last chance for Canada, potentially. This map is definitely, in my opinion at least, UK favoured.
Oh,
lots of stream dominant players on there. We see Doomsday, Carthy, and Spare all really excellent, and their stream stamina.
Yeah, this is looking like it's gonna be it for the winners bracket of Canada for this pick. They need a miracle, straight up. They need a miracle to happen. It's 6-1. You can't lose a pick. UK has, if you win this pick, they have 2 more picks left, and you have 2 picks. So you have to get through 3 of UK's picks and 2 of your own, which UK have pretty handily gotten through a lot of their picks, as we've seen the score.
As we said, guys, the loser of this match is not out of the World Cup. They will just drop down to the losers bracket. Face up against the Russian team, who have also been proving to get stronger as time goes on. So, all on the line here for Canada. I mean, the victory puts you against the USA, which is arguably even more scary. But at least you won't, if you lose that match, you're not out.
And you place 3rd.
And you place 3rd. That's not bad. That's not bad at all.
So yeah, winner of this is going to be a top 3 contender. And Trev Rasher getting an early break, making it look like the top 3 contender is going to be UK here, a 4th of the way through this map. But accuracy is going to be favoring the Canadian roster as I say that.
Another miss from Trev. This is so tense. Spare and Carthy drop. Booth mirrors.
Yeah. 2 full combos to 2 right now. Ryuke going to be holding strong in that section. Sora and Doomsday, though, going to be holding strong. And Squawk
Squawple drops. It's only 1 FC for Canada. 1 FC for Canada taking on the 2 from the UK. Sorox has excellent accuracy right now, 99.01. Ryuke, though, 99.5. Really good stuff from him in the first half of this map.
And yeah, right here, it's just kind of free combo if you can do the streams, if you have the endurance for it. They don't really move around that much. And you're seeing the score gap just creep in the direction of UK as we get into this last half of the map. 200k right now, and it's looking...
Oh no, Sora's still holding. Another break from Swapple. Break
Sora's
from
still
Steve as
holding,
well.
Doomsday's still holding, Ryuke holding, but combo going in favor of UK. I mean, we haven't seen any breaks, but Spare gonna be finding that one.
Not the important one though. Need Doomsday or Sora to drop now. That score is even more going to the UK. Quarter of the map left, and it's like it's coming home, guys.
It's coming home. I think the UK is going to be taking this. I don't think there's enough map, and with Stoop breaking there, I think that almost solidifies it. Canada just hasn't been able to hold combo advantage this whole map. Sora going to be breaking, but Doomsday is going to equalize Ryuke's full combo as well. Ryuke with great accuracy. However, UK by 400k is looking to take this 7-1. A very convincing victory, might I add.
Couple of late breaks for the UK. Doomsday's going to full combo this last stream. Please put finger up.
That'll do it. Wow. Crazy endurance to be able to do that.
Grandpa finishing in style.
Doomsday and Ryuke going to be full combing. Ryuke going to be full combing with 3 100s, might I add. So while they are out of the tournament, super impressive play from Ryuke. There's no other 99s on the board. Literally not a single one. Like, that's actually a crazy play. But
really, it's not enough to keep Canada in this match, though.
Yeah, if you want to talk about crazy plays, UK winning that 7-1.
And they'll move into the winner bracket final to face up against the United States next weekend. Well, Canada not out yet. We'll drop down to play against Russia in that losers finals. Wow.
Good games to Canada, good games to UK. Very solid performance coming from the UK. Canada, it just seemed like their nerves and consistency just weren't in check, unfortunately.
I think as these pools get harder, your weaker players, I don't want to say they're weaker because everyone who makes it into these World Cup rosters are incredibly talented players, but the map pools just get really hard to be consistent on, and the inconsistency is a huge factor here. UK just more consistent on the day.
And speaking of consistency, we have 2 rematches in the losers bracket. 2 of them, Canada versus Russia, Japan versus Germany. Both teams who have faced each other. Both teams who the winners bracket teams actually upset the other one. But now we're later into the bracket, we're later into the tournament, the map pools are getting harder. What are we gonna see?
I think, yeah, a huge point you mentioned. Rematch from the round of 16 where the map pool was easier, and when you flip that map pool difficulty, I think the other team looks way scarier. Russia, very intimidating on these higher technical picks, and Germany also with Dust Ice and Halawasher just completely going crazy. It's going to be some really scary opponents.
And I agree with you there. I guess we can spend this a little bit of time before the map pool showcase to kind of recap the matches we've seen so far for this weekend of Ocean World Cup gameplay.
So why not start from the top? On Saturday, we saw the losers bracket go head-to-head. We saw Hong Kong take on Taiwan, which finished 7-3 in the favor of Taiwan. Hong Kong, the unseeded team, making it all the way to semi-finals weekend, but unfortunately getting knocked out. Then we moved on to Germany versus Australia. 2 of the highest seeded teams in the tournament going head-to-head, where Germany managed to come out 7-4, knocking the Australians out of the tournament. Next match after that, Brazil versus South Korea. A match that looked in paper to be stronger for South Korea based on their performances. Why am I being pinged, Chippy? What's going on?
Oh, they had to close down the... They said they had to close down the bracket, so I screen capped it for you just in case.
Oh, okay. That's fine. I'm taking it off the stat sheet, which if you don't know where that is, exclamation point stats. So yeah, South Korea versus Brazil. On paper, South Korea dominant, but Brazil managed to beat them 7-4, progress themselves into the next round. And then the final match on Saturday was Russia versus Norway, which was possibly the saddest end to a match, as a fail from Norway let Russia sneak that win away 7-4.
Oh yeah, for sure. And we see, as you mentioned earlier, these teams who got upset in the earlier rounds kind of bounce back. Germany and Russia being 2 of those teams who were very late game, kind of grabbing their footing as the map pools get harder, and we see them, as we mentioned earlier, in 2 rematch situations against Canada and Japan, respectively.
And then to recap today's matches, the first match of the day, very early in the hours of the morning, for those on the UTC clock, the USA took on Japan, and Well, I mean, today in general has been a match of one-sided. USA managed to defeat Japan 7-2 with a really impressive Daisuke performance from Toy for 1-100, which is just, I saw that and I was like, what, Toy? I know you're nuts, but this is just ridiculous.
It's Toy, dude. Yeah, I know.
It is Toy. Later on, we saw the Russians back again to take on Taiwan. In a match that was also very one-sided, the Russians showing their strength, coming out on top of that one 7-2. Moving into the next match we saw earlier, Germany took on the Brazilians in a repeat of what could have been another sports match, but Germany closing out 7-0. No memes allowed this time. And then, yeah, the match we just saw now, UK versus Canada. A one-sided victory to the UK with the Canadians missing probably one of their key players. Really sad to not see Eddie perform this weekend.
But it happens. Sometimes you're just unable to put in a player for whatever reason. Maybe they're not there. Maybe, I don't know, technical issues. I have no idea what happened, so I'm not going to commentate on what did. But with that, that's going to conclude the matches for the weekend. However, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to be going into this week's map pool showcase. So if you are interested in seeing what maps are going to be picked, please stick around. Me and Bay are going to be casting that for you guys. You probably have a couple minutes to grab some food, get a drink, whatever you want to do. But we're going to be going into it pretty shortly. So if you're going to get it, probably be quick, is what I suggest.
Do you know what I would do in a couple of minutes, Chippy? I'd head on over to the Oz store and buy a banner for my favourite team. With 6 teams remaining now, you know, the banner is the perfect time to buy. The odds of it staying on your profile if you select the winning team is really good. And for the low price of $2.50, it can be yours. And you've got 2 weeks to buy your favourite team's banner.
But Bay, I love OC, and I love my favorite team, but I don't know where to buy a banner. Where do I go?
Head on over to the Oz store. You can find the link to buy your profile banner. And what, Chippy, what happens if you've already bought a banner for your favourite team, and they're now out of the tournament?
You can buy another banner, I'm pretty sure, right?
Yeah, you can, and it replaces the one you already had. So I'd do that now, because why not, right?
Why not? Support the OC World Cup.
Pippy needs your help.
Fake that you're right about who won the OC World Cup if your team's already out that you said would win with a banner. You can never be wrong if you pay $2.50 every time.
Literally a coffee, guys. What's not to lose? Alright, I think we're ready. Are you ready, Chippy? Because I'm not. This map pool is finals week map pool.
I'm ready and I don't even know. Oh, dude. I'm ready and unready at the same time. Is unready even a word? I don't even think it's a word, dude. I think that's just the letters put together at that point.
Alright. Okay. Making final preparations. Finals map pool then, exactly the same format as the previous week. And other than some really sketchy looking overlay stuff, which I'm not sure what is going on, we've had our first map leak. So Chippy, why didn't you introduce us to No Mod 1?
Joji Platinum. I actually don't have a lot of experience with knowing this map personally, so I don't know if you want to talk about it. But I personally have not really seen this not much of this map, to be completely honest with you.
Yeah, well, if you can't guess from the difficulty name, I think we're just taking a couple of seconds to get into it. But as mentioned,